You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM. You're listening to 101.7 KSAM, home of the Huntsville Hornets. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Hear every punt, pass, and kick of hard-hitting Hornet football on the air at 101.7, online at KSAM1017.com, or with the KSAM app. You can also watch the game live at KSAM1017.com. Now let's join the broadcast team. Color commentator Brian Adams and the voice of the Huntsville Hornets, Rob Hipp, for the Cabins and More of Texas Hornet Countdown to Kickoff.
All right, friends, well, welcome. We are live tonight in Montgomery, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside of the former Sam Houston State quarterback Brian Adams as we're set for a big one here tonight on the road, again in Montgomery, Texas. Excited to be here tonight as your Huntsville Hornets 7-0 on the season. They are also undefeated in District 10 5A play at 4-0 tonight, facing the Montgomery Bears here. Brian, we're set for a good game tonight. A little bit of rain. I want to give a special thank you, as always, to the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club and Miss Brandy Mclaren and her family for helping get us here tonight with a tent. We're covered. It is raining a little bit, but we're fine right here under the tent. Brian, good to be here. Friday night action right back here on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, no question about it. Friday night lights. Here we are in Montgomery. This is a big ball game tonight. These are two really solid teams. Obviously, the Hornets are undefeated and Montgomery Bears are 6-2. But, you know, Rob, this is for all the marbles here tonight. The one thing about tonight that's going to be interesting is the weather conditions. This field is wet. It has been raining intermittently, and these guys are going to have to hang on to the football because it's going to be difficult out there playing tonight.
We'll step aside as we're still in pregame here, just a little bit of time before we have kickoff. We'll step aside, though. We'll take a brief break. You and I will come back. We'll chat just a little bit more, and then we'll hear from head coach Rodney Southern. For now, though, we'll step aside. This is the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Cabins and More of Texas offers a wide selection of portable cabins, sheds, horse barns, carports, and much more. So whether you are looking for more storage space or want to create a new space, we have a solution for you. With flexible payment options, including pay up front, rent to own, and traditional financing, everyone can afford their dream structure and More of Texas. No credit, no problem. Drop by and see our buildings on Highway 19 in Riverside. For more information, visit camotx.com. Cabins and More of Texas is a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets football.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here alongside Brian Adams. Thanks for joining us. Brian, a little bit of a pregame here as we continue tonight, but excited again. We're under the tent here. A little bit of fun conditions to be out, but one thing that I want to say is I love being out in the middle of our fans. It's always a lot of fun to be right here in the heart of our Huntsville Hornet fans. And speaking of which, Huntsville showed up in big numbers tonight here with the socially distanced stadium, but still big numbers here tonight in a very important game. The winner of this game, of course, well on their way to take that 10-5A crown.
No question about it. We love to be amongst the fans. We have the best fans in all the state of Texas, so it's fun to be around them. It's going to be loud tonight. But again, Rob, as we talked about before the break, I think the most important thing is the weather tonight and how these kids react, because they have not had to play in a rainy weather situation all year long, and it's a different ball game. When the football is wet, the field is wet, there's a lot of different things you've got to consider, and you've got to protect that football.
Well, we had a chance to hear from head coach Rodney Southern at the Hornet Nation Coaches Show just a few days ago. We're going to play some excerpts of that now. Here's Coach Rodney Southern with the show. We'll be right back with that.
Have you been thinking about replacing your current vehicle with a quality pre-owned like new vehicle? Charlie's Used Cars has a large selection of quality like new vehicles in stock and ready to go. No need wasting time driving shopping. Just look up charliesusedcars.com or go by and see them at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 47 years and look forward to many more. Also remember, if your current vehicle needs service or repairs, they can do that too. Charlie's Used Cars and Charlie's Service Center at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. That's Charlie's Used Cars.
It's time for Southern Talk with Hornet head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. An in-depth discussion about this week's Hornet opponent. Now here's the coach with Rob Hipp.
Have you been thinking about replacing your current vehicle with a quality pre-owned like new vehicle? Charlie's Used Cars has a large selection of quality like new vehicles in stock and ready to go. No need wasting time driving around shopping. Just look up charliesusedcars.com or go by and see them at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 47 years and look forward to many more. Also remember, if vehicle needs service or repairs, they can do that too. Charlie's Used Cars and Charlie's Service Center at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. That's Used Cars.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Coach Southern, it's always good to see you. How you doing today, sir?
Doing well.
Well, Coach, just wanted to hop in here and talk to you about this first segment as we look back here. Convincing victory last week, Coach. Both the offense and defense firing on all cylinders. 28 unanswered points to finish that game. Coach, how impressed were you with the victory? I know I asked you this question quite a bit, but another impressive victory for the Hornets.
Well, it was good to see, especially the third quarter. Obviously when you play as well as we did in a quarter like that and you fake a punt for a touchdown, you do a lot of things in all three phases of the game. You feel good about it. Now, we didn't feel real good about the first half because we probably weren't as consistent. But you also coming off of an open week, which is not an excuse, but you try to handle those things and prepare for them, but they're actually hard to do. They also played a different quarterback that we kind of thought they might, but we weren't 100% sure. So there were a lot of other factors. I don't want to use any of those as an excuse for why we didn't play well, but I thought the third and fourth quarter was probably some of the best football we've played all year, especially offensively.
We're talking to head coach Rodney Southern here today on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Coach, a balanced attack last Friday as well. You go up against the second best defense in the district. Didn't phase your Hornets, though. There were some big plays starting out in that third quarter that helped the Hornets pull away fast. A fake punt for a touchdown. I wanted to ask you, what was going through with that? That was a pretty exciting play, and Avalar 1 for 1 now in the season with the touchdown, Coach.
Well, we've kind of struggled in punt. Part of it's just the timing of the snap. When you lose a deep snapper, people don't realize that's probably one of the toughest positions there is in football because you're relied on to make something happen, and people have kind of come after us a little bit. And Christian bobbled a punt snap early in the first part of the game. So, we've worked on that fake for 4 or 5 weeks now, and we knew there'd be a point, and I knew they were probably going to come after us, and they did on the first one. So it was the perfect time, and obviously Christian did a good job of getting the ball out. And, of course, the good thing, and, we even put it on our highlight, was not only JoJo doing a really good job running with the ball, but our guys that were down the field not blocking in the back. and allowing JoJo obviously to go all the way to the end zone. But it's a fake we do every year, and when you're not prepared for it, it makes it look really good.
Well, that was head coach Rodney Southern with the pregame show. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and more. That will wrap it up here for the Southern Talk with Charlie's Used Cars. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Have you been thinking about replacing your current vehicle with a quality pre-owned like new vehicle? Charlie's Used Cars has a large selection of quality like new vehicles in stock and ready to go. No need wasting time driving around shopping. Just look up charliesusedcars.com or go by and see them at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 47 years and look forward to many more. Also remember, if your current vehicle needs service or repairs, they can do that too. Charlie's Used Cars and Charlie's Service Center at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. That's Charlie's Used Cars.
Cabins and More of Texas offers a wide selection of portable cabins, sheds, horse barns, carports, and much more. So whether you are looking for more storage space or want to create a new space, we have a solution for you. With flexible payment options, including pay up front, rent to own, and traditional financing, everyone can afford their dream structure at Cabins and More of Texas. No credit, no problem. Drop by and see our buildings on Highway 19 in Riverside. For more information, visit camotx.com. Cabins and More of Texas is a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets football.
You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM.
Welcome back, friends. We are moments away from kickoff here on the road in Montgomery, Texas, as the Huntsville Hornets getting ready to run through their run-through. Montgomery Bears have a big bear that they'll be running through here in just a few moments. Brian, though, as we get started here, we'll quickly go over as we're continuing to get things kicking off here. Brian, it's going to be a good one here tonight. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. And one thing that Coach Southern talked about was consistency. Last week, the third and fourth quarter, he said was probably one of the best offensive two quarters he's had all year long, and I tend to agree with him. That game last week was kind of the tale of two halves. First half, it was a little sluggish. Second half, the Hornets came on, turned it on, with some big hits on defense, some huge plays on offense. That's something they need to start out strong tonight with a big offensive game.
Well, right in the middle of our fans, the Huntsville Hornets running through their run-through tonight, and the fans all on their feet. You'll be able to hear those loud bells. Going to be a fun atmosphere here tonight in Montgomery, Texas. We'll quickly go over the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup. This is the projected starters for the Hornet offense. We'll start things tonight. A wide receiver, number 1, Cam Cole. A wide receiver, number 12, Matthew Long. And wide receiver, number 4, Jordan Woodbury. At quarterback, the junior, number 8, A.J. Wilson. A running back, number 9, Jalen McLean, who had a powerful game just a week ago. A tight end, number 11, Jamarcus Howard. And that big offensive line that is really starting to find some fire here as these games continue throughout this season. It's number 62, Jose Cruz. Number 66, Chris Smith. Number 74, Trey Garrett. Number 75, Ethan Casas. And number 77, Lane Taylor. For that defense. Oh, Brian, what a defense it's been this season. The safety, number 5, Jadarian White. At linebacker, it's number 10, Calvin Simmons. At cornerback, number 7, Ethan Miner. By the way, Pete Miner, saw him a while ago, said to tell you hello, Brian.
Oh, that's awesome.
At linebacker, number 18, Cody Mclaren, who was slamming them just a week ago. At cornerback, number 21, Jarrett Ortega. The safety is Waylon Zapoli. Linebacker, Jaden Ross. And then the defensive line, Seth Carroll, Quatarian Riles, Brian Bobino, and Ed Bobino. We'll step aside for our country's national anthem. We'll keep it right here.
Cadet Captain Ryan Stevens, commanding. Cadet Lance Corporal Armando Gonzalez, Marine Flag. Cadet Lance Corporal Antonio Espinoza, left rifle. Cadet Corporal Leif Peterson, right rifle.
Well, a beautiful playing of our country's national anthem as the colors were presented there at center field. Brian, we are set for high school football on a Friday night here in Montgomery, Texas. Turning out to be a beautiful evening, a little bit rainy. Besides that, though, Brian, the temperature, I say beautiful evening. Look, man, rain and football go hand in hand, right, my friend?
Exactly right. Doesn't matter what the weather is. It's always good when there's football going on. Hey, we got a heck of a crowd tonight on both sides. It ought to be an electric night, Rob. I mean, the stands over here on our side, the visitor side, there are a lot of Hornet fans here to support these Huntsville Hornets. And on the other side, of course, there's a lot of Montgomery Bear fans. Ought to be a great ball game. It's a very important ball game tonight between these two teams.
Absolutely. And as this game goes on, if there are any friends from Montgomery that are watching this, I want to welcome you into the broadcast as well. Maybe you're listening also because the KSAM signal picks up very clear here in Montgomery. So maybe you're listening tonight or you're watching on YouTube as well. Just bear with us as we get through. We did not get roster information, and we had to pull what we did together. So there may be some things there. Just wanted to let that be known because we never intentionally want to mess up names or get kids' names wrong. But as the game goes on, we'll work hard to make sure that we get that, Brian. Just one of those things that sometimes you have to deal with at the high school level, but we do appreciate Montgomery for allowing us to be here tonight under the tent and ready to rock and roll with another great game here. Again, a big one here. Huntsville clinches this one tonight. They go on as the 10-5 AD2 champs, but we still got one more game after that coming up. We'll be back at Madisonville next week for technically a home game, but on the road. And let's get through this one tonight, Brian.
Yeah, it's one game at a time, and this is the game of the night and the game of the week as far as I'm concerned. It is very important. The captains are approaching midfield, and, I'd like to see Huntsville obviously win the toss, and I'd like to see them take the ball and try to put the pressure on Montgomery right off the bat, but we'll find out here in just a second.
Huntsville tonight, and down there here for the Huntsville Hornets there at center field, Brian. And one of the things about being outside is you just got everything everywhere.
Montgomery has won the toss and deferred to the second.
It looks like it's Christian Avalar, the kicker, that is out there. And so Huntsville.
Well, Montgomery won the toss and deferred to the second half. So looks like the Hornets are going to get the ball first to get that chance to put the pressure on. Now, this is going to be key for A.J. Wilson and company to hang on to this football and secure it. That is so important, and not to mention they have to convert on third down, not get in those situations where it's third and long. They need to get it where it's third and short and convert.
Huntsville tonight in their white jerseys, white pants, the numbers in Huntsville green outlined in black, the white Huntsville helmets with the letter H in green as well. For the Montgomery Bears, the home team tonight, in their purple jerseys, the numbers in white, and white pants on tonight, the helmets purple with the Montgomery Bear logo. And Brian, it is already getting loud.
It's going to be loud.
Camera's going to bounce. Hey, we have no control over it. For those of you watching, the camera's going to be bouncing tonight. We're right in the middle of our fans, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, I love it, man. This is what we're here for tonight. Want to welcome you into the broadcast tonight. As Montgomery will set to kick this one away, action will start from right to left, right toe to leather, and we are underway for Friday Night Lights. This one is fielded by Jadarian Tank White. Here is on 30 from left to right across the 35, and great field position starting out at the 39-yard line for your Huntsville Hornets, led by quarterback A.J. Wilson. We'll see what's going right out of the gates here to start this one tonight, Brian.
Yeah, that was a nice return there by Tank. It's going to give the Hornets great field position to start out the first drive of the evening. This is important. This is where you put yourself out there and you've got to get dominance. And this is where you start on your first possession, your first down, get a big play, move the chains. That's what the Hornets need to do tonight.
Again, this season brought to you by our friends at First Financial Bank. 1st and 10, Hornets from their own 38 here. And a quick handoff and not much on it. Maybe up to the 40, a 2-yard gain. Up the middle, it was Jalen McLean, the ball carrier, the running back for your Hornets.
One of the things we've seen here recently, Rob, and basically all season, is a very balanced offense, and they're here running the ball starting tonight.
2nd down and 8 here as Wilson steps back near his own 30, dumps this one off to his running back McLean, and McLean is stopped immediately. And no, it's going to be incomplete there, Brian. No catch. Incomplete.
Well, they tried to set up a screen over here close to the sidelines, and they had it set up perfectly. Just that ball is a little wet, and I'm telling you, if they don't look it in and secure it before they run, there's going to be a lot of drop passes tonight.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 here. The Hornets from their own 40-yard line on the right hash mark. Wilson will clap once. He'll turn around, look back to his coaching staff for the play. McLean is his running back set to the right. 2 up top, now in motion. Fake handoff here. Wilson looking, throwing over at the ankles, and it's incomplete at the 50-yard line. He was trying to find his receiver, Jamarcus Howard, the senior tight end, and a quick 3-and-out here, a rare 3-and-out for Huntsville to start this game.
Well, Jamarcus Howard was running kind of a little 8 to 10-yard out route, which was beyond the sticks, which was a good route. A.J. Wilson rolled to his right, threw the ball at his ankles. Got to hit him in the numbers on that to convert. Again, that's what we just talked about. You got to convert on 3rd and long. They did not do that.
So Huntsville will have to punt this one away on their first possession of this evening. This punt up and on its way by Avalar will take a generous Huntsville roll as it keeps rolling inside the 15 and down to around the 12. How about that, Brian?
Wow, what a good roll there by Avalar.
We'll step aside for 30 seconds and take a break. Montgomery's first possession coming up. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook. Search for Huntsville Hornet Football or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em Hornets.
Quickly back in action here on the first play of the night for Montgomery, a running play and well into Huntsville Hornet territory on the right side there. Ortega with a potential touchdown saving tackle, but it's all the way deep into Hornet territory, Brian. Well, looks like up to the 26-yard line of the Hornets.
Yeah, that was a nice run there by Hayden Capps. I mean, he went off guard tackle gap, had a big hole. Huge first play for Montgomery.
Quarterback in the gun will hand off again to that big running back, and this time leaping forward. And Johnson was the ball carrier.
Cody Mclaren.
So Johnson, the ball carrier here tonight. That is Edevion Johnson, the running back. Boy, he's a big one too. 170 pounds out there. Looks bigger than that though, Brian.
Well, there's you look at Montgomery's offensive line, they've got some big kids over there. However, again, they have not played a defense like they're playing here tonight.
2nd down and 6 from just outside the Hornet 20. Pass over in the flat to the left side. Receiver has it and finally drug out of bounds a couple of yards on that reception. It was Trey Harden. So Trey Harden, the wide receiver here. And Ortega with another tackle for your Hornets.
Well, that was a nice little pass out in the flats there by Brock Boffing, Montgomery's quarterback. He's a junior, 6'3", 195. He's a big, tall kid, and I'm sure he's got a heck of a strong arm.
Boffing in the guns. 3rd down and 5 here. The Hornet defense trying to stop him. Boffing looking right side, has his man, has the first down there at the 15-yard line. Boy, that was a dart that he threw to that right side. Brian, that's one thing that I wanted to let our audience know from our perspective. The chains are in front of us, so the field, you got to really pay attention to here tonight where those markers are.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we were just talking about his arm, and he did, Rob. He rifled that football over there to pick up that first down. And so far, Montgomery is putting all the pressure on the Hornets so far tonight.
It's a drive for Montgomery that started on their own 12, a big run to get into Hornet territory on the first one. Now it's 1st down and 10 for Montgomery on the Hornet 15 inside the red zone. Offering here a handoff to his running back, and that Stingham defense said nowhere to go on that play. Coming up and getting a hit there was a linebacker, Jaden Ross, alongside his teammates. And 2nd down and 11 after a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was Edvion Johnson, the running back from Montgomery, ran into a wall, ran into what we call the Bobino brothers, and everybody's aware of their talent and what they can do.
Johnson, the running back, to the left. Another running back set to the right here next to Boffing. On a 2nd down and 11, Boffing looking over center. This one swatted down at the line. It may have been Bobino there, and also saw one of his teammates. It was Q Riles.
Yeah, I think Q Riles got a right hand on that to knock that ball down. Good play there by the Hornet defense, putting Montgomery under the gun with 3rd and long.
We'll go back and look at it here on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay to see what hand, if any, was up there on it. Yeah, not sure on that one, Brian. Tough look at it. In any case, 3rd down and 11 here. Pass over the right side. Whistle blows here. May have been a false start. Going to bring up 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, that's a crucial mistake there by Montgomery. The false start. There's nothing to drive a coach more crazy than a false start.
That is the call. So what would have been 3rd down and 11 now goes back 3rd down and 16 to the 21-yard line of the Hornets. No score underway here, 8:37. First possession for Montgomery of the night. They got inside the red zone, but the penalty has now put them back at the Hornet 21. They're moving from right to left in their purple jerseys and white pants. Hopping here, we'll call a little bit of a trickeration as 3 there to the left side. Brian, go inside and come back out. Now the handoff. It doesn't phase the Hornets. Slammed it in the backfield. Oh, man, what a big hit by the defense down at the 22-yard line. 4th down.
Calvin Simmons, Jr., defensive end on that play. Big hit. That was the big play so far of the evening for the Hornets.
Boy, dropped them back even more. You try to phase this defense, and they are so well coached and disciplined that they said, look, that's not going to phase us. So a field goal attempt here, Brian. We will call it that's a long one, about 46 yards. Right toe to leather here on the field goal attempt from 46. This one has the distance, and it is good for 46 yards. Man, what a kick there. And Montgomery will take the early lead. We'll step aside and take a break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook. Search for Huntsville Hornet Football or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em Hornets.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Welcome back, friends. Quickly back in action. The kickoff goes to Tank White near his own 30. Still tracing his way forward across the 50. Tank on his way to the 45 and finally brought down just outside the 40-yard line. Tank White bringing it tonight, baby. And the Bearcats in excellent field position. Well, the Hornets in excellent field position. So I'm getting ready for basketball, football. Hey, the Hornets in excellent field position. Getting ready to start this one at the 40, Brian. getting ahead of myself, brother.
Well, what a great run back by Tank. I mean, that's why they call him that. I mean, it took 3 or 4 guys to bring him down, put the Hornets on Montgomery's side of the field for this first play of their second possession. Great run back.
Now they'll start on the Montgomery 43, Brian, if that's where I can read it from here. Wilson in the gun. In motion is Cam Cole. And the handoff here over to up the middle on that right hash mark. It was Jalen McLean. And a couple here for McLean. Picks up 3, brings up 2nd down and 7. Now on the Bear 40-yard line. I'll actually call it 6 yards, or 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 here. And a false start here by Huntsville. Brian, Montgomery's already got one of those, and now Huntsville has one.
Yeah, well, again, that's what that's the thing that drive a coach crazy is these false starts, especially when you've got a good momentum going in your favor. You got great field position. Last thing you want to do is have those mental mistakes to push you back.
So now that ball resting on the 44-yard line. Wilson in the gun on 2nd down and a long 11. As McLean, the running back to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 1 lone Hornet is Cam Cole down to the right. Wilson looking in the direction of Cole, airs this one up. It's Cole one-on-one. A right-handed grab falls out of his hands at the 10-yard line. Man, he almost had a Jerry Rice grab, just couldn't haul it in, Brian.
Well, Cam Cole was running a go route here over on the sidelines, and A.J. Wilson put it on the money, but Cole was covered pretty well there by the Montgomery Bear defender.
So 3rd down. And, Brian, it looks like about 11 or 12 from here. They're not showing the yardage up there on the scoreboard, so we've got to call it how we see it. That's what we're seeing up here. So call it 3rd down and about a long 11 here for your Huntsville Hornets. Wilson, empty backfield, looking, throwing, right side up. At the center, has his man, has the first down at the 28-yard line. Threw an absolute dart to Jordan Woodbury.
What a great route ran by Jordan Woodbury. He knew where the first down marker was. He went beyond that. Ran kind of a crossing route A.J. Wilson hit him right in the numbers.
Moke attorney at law, first down. Quickly back in action here. Throw over to the left side. It's Justin Butcher. Butcher finds daylight. And Butcher finally ankle tackled at the 10-yard line. Oh, mama! The Hornets coming alive here on their second possession of the night.
Well, the Hornets are on the move, and it sure is good to see Butcher back out there. There's no ill effects you see from his top ankle sprain. And to have him and McLean in the backfield, you've got two excellent running backs.
Now inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. It's another Moke attorney at law, first down, 3-0. Montgomery in the lead, but your Hornets threatening here again with 6:17 to go in the first quarter. As Wilson will line up under center this time. One receiver down to the right, in motion from left to right is Justin Butcher. Instead, a handoff here to Jalen McLean, and Jalen, not much on it there as he went over to the left side on that left hash mark. Maybe a gain of a few, brings up second down and goal.
Well, that was a good play there by Montgomery's linebackers. They crashed the holes there, stuffed that run, and that's a good defense.
So second and goal here for the Hornets. Handoff, no, yes it is, over to McLean, left side as he's trying to dart through defenders. And a nice little run here near the 5-yard line by McLean. Bring up third down and goal.
Number 9, Jalen McLean.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to place the ball on the 5-yard line. On the 5-yard line, this is very important third down for the Hornets right here.
5:20 remaining here in the first. Huntsville trying to punch it in here and take the lead. Trailing 3-0 on the road in Montgomery. Wilson will put Butcher in motion. Wilson has the snap, looking over back to the left side, throws this one up and pushed in the back, no call. The Hornet fans wanting a pass interference as Jamarcus Howard was pushed, and he did not get the call, Brian. And the Hornets here will have to go just for a field goal as it's fourth down and goal, so Avilar will head back out here.
Well, I like the call. Jamarcus Howard is a very tall tight end. He's like 6'6", so I can certainly see why they went his direction. But it looked like there was some holding on. It just didn't get the call.
About a 22-yard field goal attempt here by Christian Avilar to try to tie this one up with 5:03 to go here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Wilson, the holder, the snap down. Avilar's kick on the way through the uprights and good. And we are tied at 3 apiece. We'll step aside and take a break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
If you're a credit union member, did you also know it means you're one of the owners? I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and I'm an owner too. Membership in our credit union provides you all the things you want and expect from a financial institution. But there are 2 things I hear from our members that they appreciate most. Our low rates on loans, of course, but also the personal friendly service we provide. Come see us today at Walker County Federal Credit Union on Normal Park Drive. Member NCUA.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
We're back here. Avilar's kickoff on the way from left to right. It will drop, fielded at the 20-yard line by Jaden Williams. Williams finding daylight across the 40, still on his feet, and the Slam City finally coming from behind and slamming him down at the 45-yard line. Great field position here coming up for Montgomery on their second possession of the night.
Well, both teams have had good kickoff returns and getting good field position. Somehow or another, the kickoff team needs to do a much better job in conversion.
They'll start this one, Montgomery, the Bears, on the Hornet 45-yard line. We are tied up. Moments ago, the Hornets started out on the Montgomery 43. It was capped off by a 22-yard field goal by Christian Avilar, 3-3 your score. 4:52 remaining here in the first. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. Montgomery again here on their second possession. We're all tied up. As the quarterback Bolfing in the gun at his 40. Hands off to Washington. Washington slammed in the backfield. Oh, man, it's Cody Mclaren. Say, get him out of here, baby. Cody McLaren coming up with a little Slam City action.
What a great play there by Cody McLaren. He has been on fire these last few weeks. His mom's down there jumping up and down with joy. What a great play there by Cody.
Well, we saw it last week, just slam after hit, and Hornets need to start bringing that. They do it early here. 4:24 remaining in the first. We're tied up. Second down and a long 14 after that loss. As Bolfing will step back. Looking over, left side, throws, has a man wide open at the Huntsville, at their own 45, and he'll have a first down there, Brian. So that one all the way up to the 45. Ortega with the tackle there, and a good first down by Trey Harden.
Well, that just goes to show you Brock Bolfing is a good quarterback. He is a tall quarterback, and he has a heck of an arm, and he is on target. That is a good throw by Montgomery.
The ball resting on the Hornet 44-yard line. Montgomery from right to left. Two receivers to the right, one down to the left. Bolfing will clap twice, gets the handoff. No, passes left side, has his receiver wide open again. And around the 35, near that first down marker, he may have got it as Trey Harden again. I think he's got another first down. He does.
I think his second effort got him that first down, and all indications are that, yes, well, hey, chains haven't moved yet.
They're taking a little bit of time now. They a little bit of chain gang confusion down there. It's a hard job down there. I wouldn't want it, Brian. Ball resting now at the Hornet 34-yard line for the Bears of Montgomery. Tied 3 apiece, 3:23 remaining here in the first. Bolfing will clap twice again. Pass over right side of the flats, well out of the reach of his intended receiver, Jacob Sandegren.
Well, that's probably a good thing because Ethan Miner was waiting to jump on that, and he would have had a pick six had that ball been on target. Hornet defense has got to buckle up here. This is they've got to slow these guys down.
I believe it's second down and 10. Is the Hornet crowd getting into it here for their defense. Ball resting on the Hornet 34. Bolfing with one receiver to either side, two receivers to the right, one lone bear to the left. Bolfing hard count twice. Looking over to the right side, in the flat, high pass, has his man, it's Johnson. Johnson, not much on it as he goes sideways. Maybe a gain of a couple, Brian. Third down and long coming up.
Well, guess who? Cody Mclaren. Great play by him to extend that play so he was unable to turn that ball upfield. Big play there by the Hornet defense.
Yeah, Mclaren came right up, squared him, and was able to wrestle him out of bounds there on the right side. You just saw it on that Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Back in action, third down and long. They actually pushed him back here. A loss of 4 on the play. Ball resting near the Hornet 40. Pass, Bolfing over to Washington. Washington finds daylight. Washington's gone to the house. That's a touchdown. Oh, man, 40-yard pass to Washington there on the right side, Brian. He broke through a lot of speed.
Well, Washington ran just kind of a pattern out in the flats. Bolfing hit him right in stride, and you see Washington is lights out fast.
Just like that. On what was third down and a long 13 or 14, and now the extra point kick coming up here by Montgomery. I'm not sure if that's Nick De Los Alas or not. I believe it is. It is. Oh, they bobble it. And the Hornets slam him down. No, De Los Alas has it. And nowhere for him to go. And he will be dropped down by Ed Bobino at the 20. 9-3 your score. Big play there by the defense on that extra point kick. We'll step aside and take a break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletic programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Whether you're heading to the deer lease or hitting the road for a holiday trip, Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville has the vehicle for you. From the complete line of Ford F-150, 250, and 350 Super Duty trucks to fuel-efficient Ford sedans and SUVs, you'll find the best selection at Bill Fick Ford. And at Bill Fick Ford, there's no bull, just good deals. The Ficks would also like to thank everyone for your friendship and your business. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville, or online at BillFickFord.com. Nationwide delivery is free.
All right, friends, so welcome back. We are live tonight from the Copeland Family Dentist broadcast booth, the outside broadcast booth. Rob Hipp here alongside Brian Adams. Just moments ago, Montgomery scoring that touchdown. We'll get back over to the action here as it was a drive that started out on their own 45, a 40-yard touchdown pass to Washington. 9-3, Montgomery in the lead, but the Hornets will get it back here after this kickoff, Brian.
Well, Coach Southern's out at the 50-yard line. He's wanting answers on what's going on out there. And I tell you what, folks, keep in mind that muffed snap on that extra point. That could be, if this game is tight, could come back and haunt Montgomery.
So Savoy set to kick off here from his own 40. Two back to receive for Huntsville. Jadarian White back there as well as Jordan Woodbury. It'll sell over to Tank White again at the 25. White across the 35, now the 40, powering his way forward to the 45-yard line. That's one highlight tonight on special teams. Those returns have set the Hornets up in excellent field position every time tonight, Brian.
Well, and Montgomery keeps kicking it right to Tank. And of all guys to kick it to, that guy will run you over. And again, he gives the Hornets great field position to start this drive.
Now starting out here on their own 45-yard line, 2:46 to go here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Your Hornets trailing 9-3 on their third possession of the evening. Wilson under center. A back behind him is Q Riles. Another back in the eye, and the handoff is over to Woodbury here. Woodbury across the right side to around the 46-yard line, maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Well, I like
was that McLean, actually? I beg your pardon.
No, it wasn't McLean, but I like what Huntsville's doing. They're trying to establish the running game, and what that'll end up doing is bringing the linebackers up, and then they can catch them over the middle, over the top of the linebackers for a big play.
They'll line back up in an eye again here as Wilson is under center. 1-yard gain, second down and 9 from their own 46. This time it's a handoff again to McLean. McLean trying to find some daylight here, and he's met at the 49-yard line on his own side. So a short gain will bring up third down and long here for Huntsville.
All right, well, this is important because the Hornets are 0 for on converting on third down, so they got 3rd and 6. This is very important they convert on this play.
Matt Long will head back over to the sidelines alongside Kotarian Riles. And in for him, and both of those young men, Jamarcus Howard will line up to the left alongside Cornelius Lawrence. One lone Hornet down to the right is Woodbury. Another critical third down here, and 6 for Huntsville. Wilson looking, passing, over center, has his man, has the first down to Justin Butcher. Bring out the Butcher block, baby. The meat is getting tender inside the 40.
What a great catch by Butcher and a great route. A.J. Wilson, folks, standing tall in the pocket, knows what he's got to do to get the first down, and the Hornets convert.
Down to the 38-yard line on a critical third down, the Hornets convert with 1:22 remaining here in the first, trailing 9-3. Wilson under center. One receiver down to the left. Wilson will hand off to McLean. McLean pinballing his way forward, bouncing around inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line for Jalen McLean.
Well, not a bad run there by Jalen McLean. Looks like he picked up 4 yards. And you'll take that every time on a running play. The Hornets are in good shape here.
They had the Moken attorney at law first down moments ago. Second down here and along 6 or 7. As Wilson under center again, changing up the formation here, rolling to the right. Wilson looking, passing, throw. Oh, it's bobbled up and it's intercepted. That went through 2 defenders. He never got tackled. Nope, they say he was down. That's a tough one because it got bagged up in the air, popped around, and that's just one of those unfortunate interceptions, Brian.
Well, you got to give credit to Montgomery Bears. They batted it up. They were able to pick it off. Big play there for Montgomery.
This is one of those replays, if you're a Hornet fan, you don't want to see, but we'll go back and show it anyways as it got bobbled up there, and you can see it clear as day. So unfortunate here, an interception and a turnover. Montgomery will have the ball for the third time tonight. They'll start this possession on their own 26, moving from right to left. Bolfing in the gun, standing on near his own 21. Claps twice, fakes a handoff in the flats over to the right side. His receiver trying to find a little bit of rhythm there is Kyler. Now we'll see who No, it's Justin Herman, number 21.
Well, the Hornets are kind of starting this game out the same way they did last week up in Madisonville. They started out a little slow, a little lethargic, but the second half they were able to just completely turn the game around, but they need to start a little sooner than the second half here.
It's a gain of 6. We'll call it second down and 4 here for Montgomery on their own 30. Bolfing clapped several times this time. will hand off to his back, pushing his way forward. A little bit of a short run here by Edivon Johnson, and Johnson short of the first down by about 2, brings up 3rd down and 2.
Well, this is a huge play for the Hornet defense right here. This could be a confidence booster. 3rd and 2, they need to stop Montgomery.
That'll take us down. That'll end the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. We'll step aside and take a break. 9-3 your score. Montgomery in the driver's seat temporarily. They'll have the ball when we come back.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hit Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and techniques. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit online at hitTSS.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Welcome back, friends, as we start the Hits Solutions second quarter. That's our good friend Robert Lindeman for his support this season. 9-3 here. 3rd down and a short 2 for Montgomery as now they move from left to right. And we'll see if there was a false start or if it was against the Hornet defense, as there's a whistle before this play gets started.
Well, a lot of finger pointing going on out there.
All sides against the Hornets. 5-yard marker off at 1st down.
And the Hornets are going to get
oh, boy, that's tough because we looked out on the replay and it looked like that lineman there up front flinched.
Yeah, the left tackle.
That's a tough one. Looked like the left tackle had a little bit of a flinch, but, you know, Brian, sometimes you get those, sometimes you don't. Unfortunately for Huntsville, it's a 1st down for Montgomery on that penalty. So 1st down here from their own 36, I would call it. Hornets there may have got away with the jump. Quarterback hit as he throws. It's incomplete. That's the pressure Bobino and company's going to bring you. Incomplete.
Well, that was big Ed Bobino, number 99, and he was in on the quarterback Boffing. Got there early. Boffing had to throw it in the ground.
Well, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. We'll go back and look at it here on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Just looks like actually, Brian, it looked like actually just one of his own linemen got pushed into him, but it's the Hornet defense making it happen. 11:55 to go here in the second. 2nd down and 10 for the Bears of Montgomery, leading 9-3 with 11:55 to go here in this second quarter. Boffing will clap once, and may have been a little direct snap over there to his receiver who played running back, Trey Harden, and Harden, Hornets read that beautifully, goes all the way back behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11 coming up.
Well, it looked like it was kind of an end around, but you're right. The Hornets did read that perfectly. It was there for a second. I thought that was fixing to be a big play there by Montgomery.
So 3rd and 11, the ball will go back to the 37-yard line for Montgomery, leading 9-3, 11:24 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. 2 receivers will line up on this play down to the right. 1 Bear clawing up to the left. 1 running back offset by Boffing. Claps twice again. Punt fakes to the left, rolls to the right. Finding daylight across center, up, caught. Oh, man, That was a beautiful catch with the defender in his face. Right there, able to grab that one and haul it in was Johnson.
Well, you know, I tell you, that was a great catch there and great pass there by Boffing. I mean, he had Bobino in his face, but, man, what a catch.
Going back and just looking at that one on the replay, and luckily there for the Hornets, able to get up and get a quick tackle there was Waylon Zapoli. 1st down and 10 from the 54 Montgomery. Handoff up the middle, spinning around, finding a little bit of daylight. Short of the 1st down by about 3 or 4, but that was Washington, the ball carrier.
Well, they just went right at the Bobino brothers, right up the middle, and they got a big gain on that play.
So 8 yards brings up 2nd down and 2 inside Huntsville Hornet territory from the 42-yard line. Montgomery leading 9-3, 10:20 to go here in the first half. Handoff. This time the Swarm defense. Oh, man, there's the Slam City. As Brian Bobino, baby, slamming him back.
Well, that's Jalen Washington there on the carry, and you saw his speed earlier tonight when he scored that last touchdown run from Montgomery. But, as you said, big Brian Bobino, the other Bobino brother, stuffed him.
Boy, Jalen Washington's going to be feeling that one in the morning. Get a little bit of credit back there, too. Calvin Simmons getting a push, but then it was Bobino saying, get it out of here, man. Passing over, right side, airing this one, a little bit of separation. Bounced up, incomplete. No flag. And incomplete as the intended receiver was Sandgren.
Well, that was Jared Ortega, the senior cornerback on that play. What a good heads-up play by Ortega to knock that pass down.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Bears of Montgomery, leading 9-3, 9:40 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Thanks for joining us, Rob Hipp, alongside the former Sam Houston State Bearcat, Mr. Brian Adams up here with us tonight. Brian, always good to see you, man.
It's always good to be here with you, Rob, especially on Friday Night Lights. Man, we got a great game here in front of us.
All right, 2nd down and 10 here from the Hornet 40. Montgomery will send 3 back over to the left side now, stacking them up. Pass over right side. That one incomplete and upended. A lot of pressure being brought on that play by the Hornets. You got to give credit down there to Jared Ortega. He's been a name that we've called tonight. Incomplete.
Boy, Jared Ortega just upended the Bear wide receiver. Big play there by Ortega.
Go back and didn't have that one on the replay, unfortunately. 9:35, clock stop, 3rd down and 10. Big 3rd down here for Huntsville. It's a drive for Montgomery that started on their own 26. Now the ball rests on the Hornet 40. Bolfing clapping twice again, scanning right side in the flats, has Sandgren. Sandgren chasing his way forward, and Brian, I think he's got the 1st down at the 30.
Well, I do too, and that's a great run after the catch there by Jacob Sandgren, and man, what a pass, what a run.
No, they didn't get it, Brian. They called him a yard short.
Well,
Sandgren was 1 short.
Well, I can promise you they're going to go for it, and they, again, a lot of teams have tried this against Huntsville and have failed. Let's see what happens.
So a tight formation here as the Bears quickly. They'll try to push forward. Handoff to their back. Oh, he may have been stopped. It's Washington. Brian, I think he got it. I think he got it at the 30.
Well,
boy, they got an initial hit there, Brian, but I think he got it.
Well, the line judge marked it in front of the 30, so, yeah, that's going to be a 1st down.
Here's a 1st down here from Montgomery. Needed about a half a yard. They got 1. Leading 9-3, 8:56 remaining here in the first half. Montgomery with the ball. It's their 3rd possession of the night. This one started on their own 26. They've scored every time they've touched it tonight. A field goal and then a touchdown. Bolfing here. Handoff to his back. It's fumbled. It's on the ground. And the Hornets recover it. Bubba. Oh, baby. The Hornets got it at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's Jadarian White, the safety for the Hornet defense, on that recovery. And again, we talked about it tonight, Rob. That ball is wet, and if you don't secure it, it is going to pop out. It did right there.
See who that was coming up with it. And it was Tank White with the fumble recovery.
Big break there for the Huntsville Hornets.
4th possession of the night now for the Hornets. Trailing 9-3. They'll start this one 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wilson in the gun. Handoff here to his running back. I believe that is McLean. And McLean cutting his way forward to near the 30-yard line. We'll see where the official mark is. He may have been stopped just a yard short on that run moments ago.
Well,
9 yards.
Yeah, that was a great run there by McLean. It looked like almost a counter play, and boy, he picked up good yards.
1 yard here, trying to get the 1st down. Handoff McLean. McLean pushing forward, and he's got the Mocha attorney at law. 1st down to near the 32-yard line.
Well, that's what the Hornets need to just, concentrate on, is to move these chains, be methodical, pick up 1st downs, convert on 3rd down, put points on the board.
1st and 10 for the Hornets, 32-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Hornets on their own 32. Wilson in the gun. One receiver down to the left is Woodbury. One up top to the right, actually to the right. He was going to air it to Woodbury. Deep pass, Woodbury. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Thankfully, it was dropped at the 30-yard line. That was almost an interception there by the Bears.
Well, that A.J. White just barely underthrew that football. Woodbury would have been open had that ball been thrown a little further downfield, and that could have been a huge play for the Hornets, but incomplete pass.
Is almost intercepted there by Josiah Gattani. He's a senior at 5'9". Bring up second down here for Huntsville, trailing 9-3, 7:44 remaining. Clock stopped here at the Hit Solutions second quarter. Two receivers this time to the right. It's Woodbury and Cam Cole. Nobody to the left. Wilson in the gun. He'll take the gun snap, fake the handoff, right side over center, popped up, and this one is almost intercepted on a bounce. Cameron Cole couldn't hold on to it, and back-to-back plays that were almost interceptions. Luckily, incomplete, brings up third down and 10.
Well, that was an absolute rifle ball there by A.J. Wilson, and sometimes when you got a receiver at 5 yards out, you got to have a little bit more touch on it than that because this ball is going to be wet.
Cornelius Lawrence and Justin Butcher back into the play here. Matt Long will head over to the sideline. It is Lawrence and Butcher to the right side. Two receivers down to the left. One of them is Butcher, and the other is Woodbury. On a 3rd and 10, Wilson looking to pass, has to avoid a defender. One chasing him from behind. He'll tuck and run. Wilson's got the first down across the 50, still on his feet to the 40. Wilson running, baby, across the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 25-yard line. What a keeper, what a play by the junior, A.J. Wilson.
That's what A.J. Wilson brings to this game. He brings speed and he brings a good arm. If there's no receivers open, man, he will take it and run it, and he just got a huge first down.
Boy, right in the middle of our crowd, they were on their feet. That's a Moke and Moke attorney at law first down. Wilson all the way into Bear territory. They got it marked down around the 27 or so. Handoff here, right side, McLean. McLean still on his feet, tight roping inside the 20. He's now in the red zone. That is the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone, and the Hornets here looking good on this possession, Brian.
Well, the Hornet offense is just absolutely explosive, and when they get that opportunity, they exploit it. A.J. Wilson did on that previous play. McLean had a great run just then, so now it's second and short.
Woodbury will line up as a receiver to the right. Down to the left is Cornelius Lawrence. Wilson in the gun. Butcher in motion. Instead, a handoff here over to McLean. McLean gutting his way between defenders. A flag flies late, though, near the 10-yard line.
Well, that looks like that may be against Montgomery. I see some Montgomery players a little bit disgusted with themselves.
We'll wait to see what it is here. Well, A.J. Wilson's run a while ago, Whataburger, what a play candidate. We didn't have that one on a replay, but you better believe that is a candidate. Penalty here against Montgomery. It's going to move the ball even more forward now to the 6-yard line for the Hornets. Trailing 9-3, 7:13 to go here in the second.
Well, what's important is the Hornets have to punch this into the end zone. 7 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. They need a score.
Wilson under center. McLean the back behind him. In motion is Butcher from left to right. He'll hand off over to McLean. Powers his way forward. That's a touchdown. Yes, sir. A 5-yard cut up the middle by Jalen McLean.
Jalen McLean went off the center guard gap. The offensive line for the Hornets get a big hole for Jalen McLean to run through, and the Hornets have tied it up at this second.
They've tied it. A Avilar extra point will, of course, take the lead. So Avilar here. Of course, these are 27-yard attempts. The hold down, the snap, the kick up on its way, and it's good. That is an MRC Creekside extra point, and that touchdown brought to you by our good friends over at the Trophy Case. Appreciate them this season. The Trophy Case is your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. Our goal is to bring you home. Hit Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. Whether buying or selling, Hit Solutions Realty will assist you in every step of the way. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at HITTSS.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets.
Hi, folks. This is Mattress Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, you've been looking for sofas and love seats. Furniture in the stores today are hard to find. We're waiting on furniture, but listen, we've got trucks in and the stuff on my floor, it's in stock, ready for immediate delivery. You come in, you see it, you buy it, you get it to your house. It's that simple. We're getting inventory in the store. We've gotten several trucks. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
Back in action here, the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff rolls back into the end zone, and the Montgomery Bears will start this one on their own 25. We'll quickly go back and recap that last possession for the Hornets. It was a drive that started on their own 20, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run by the Hornet, Jalen McLean, the junior running back. The extra point, the MRC Creekside extra point by Avillard Good. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. The Bears 173 total yards, Hornets 137, 47 through the air for your Hornets, 90 on the ground. That's the way it is, one turnover apiece. That's some of your stat updates here. Appreciate them showing that on the board tonight. So for the fourth time, Montgomery will have the ball, trailing by 1. They'll start it from their own 25. Hand off to the left side and a gain of maybe back to the original line. Brian, we'll see where the spot is.
Well, we've had a very evenly matched first half here with the Hornets and the Bears, and with 6:37 left, I mean, obviously that extra point missed by the Bears, again, may come back to haunt.
Brian, looks like they may have given him a gain of 2 on the play. Second down and a long 8 here. Montgomery around their own 26. Wolfing looking, passing, way too high. Boy, he rocketed that one to the air. Sandegren said, man, I can't climb that high, and it's incomplete. Bring up third down and 8.
And Brian Bambino said, I'm going to knock you on the ground there, QB. Big play there by the Hornet defense.
Well, again, thanks for joining us here tonight as we are outside the Copeland Family Dentistry outside broadcast booth tonight. Rob Hipp alongside the former Bearcat quarterback Brian Adams. Thanks for joining us. This one tonight will crown the champion of the district, 10-5 AD2. Montgomery trailing 10-9, 6:17 to go. Balfing here in the second quarter. Clapping twice, stepping back, empty backfield now. He's got to avoid defenders, throws this one up, it's caught. And still on his feet across the 40. No, finally a tackle there by Tank White. Give him credit because that one could have went another 20 or 30. It's all the way up, though, to the 46-yard line. That's a first down for the Bears.
Well, that's a great throw there by Balfing. He had Ed Bobino all in his face, and then on the other end, Tank White. What a great stop, because, man, that could have been a very big play.
Looking at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay, he grabbed the lower jersey, and a great job there to save some more yardage after the catch. First down and 10 for the Bears on their own 46. Handoff over to the right side. The running back has it and maybe pulses his way forward for a gain of a couple. The ball carrier there, Eddie Johnson, the senior running back.
In a couple yards, brings up second down and 8.
Second down and 8 after a 2-yard gain. The ball now resting on Montgomery's 48-yard line, Brian.
Well, this is one of those downs where it's second and 8 that sometimes teams go for a big play.
Balfing here in the gun has a running back to his right. He'll hand off to that running back and immediately stopped. Well, they're going to give him a few yards there. It was Johnson, the ball carrier, into Hornet territory. Boy, they're giving some extra yardage here, Brian. I thought he was stopped maybe around the 50. They're going to call him down at the 48-yard line on the Huntsville side of the field.
Well, this is a big third down for Montgomery. It's 3rd and 4. Again, with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Tighten up, dude. They're going to want to convert on this play.
Montgomery trailing 10-9, battling the 4th-ranked Huntsville Hornets tonight here in the Lone Star State in East Texas. Balfing hands off to Johnson. This time Johnson spinning his way forward. Not much on it. That defense swarming him again tonight. 4th down coming up here, and we'll see if they're in the no man's land, if they'll go for it on this one, Brian.
Well, they only picked up a yard on that, so it's 4th and 3, and they are going to go for it. Big down right here for the Huntsville Hornets.
Watch out for the back there behind Balfing. Hard count, maybe just trying to draw him off sides. That looks like what it is here. Balfing will look back over to his left to his coaching staff on the home team side. Taking some time here, 14 on the play clock. And I think that's just what they're going to do here, Brian, is just try to draw Huntsville off. And They're going to let this one run down and then punt this one away. So they'll let it run down to 1 second. They'll call a timeout. We're going to keep it right here, Brian. A lot of wonderful sponsors helping to make this season possible here on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and 101.7 KSAM.
Hey, you're right. There's so many sponsors we want to thank, and we want to thank First Financial Bank, You First, and Cabins and More of Texas, the highest quality portable cabins available, quality, service, and value. And our good friends over at Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our number one priority. Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership. And Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach each other for Christ.
Not sure tonight if Josh Criswell hears us down there on the sidelines. We had his microphone earlier, and again, I'm not sure if Josh can hear us down there tonight. We were having a little bit of difficulties. We'll try to catch up with him a little bit later there, Brian. Hate that we can't get him right now. Always enjoyed talking to Josh over the Huntsville item. He helps us out a lot here throughout the season. So back in action here, friends. 3:52 to go. Here in the Hit Solution second quarter, big fourth down. We'll see if they pump this one away. Maybe a pooch punt, Brian. Don't know at this juncture if they're going to go for it on a 4th down and 3, but we'll see. We've seen some fakes by teams here this year.
Well, there's no Hornet back deep. They're all up front.
Tank White starting to retreat. They're going to fake it, and a false start, a flag. I believe that one's going back 5. Got to hope that one is on Montgomery if you're a Hornet fan.
Yep,
and that
it is. Yep. So they're definitely going to have to punt the football now.
A lot of friends joining us tonight on YouTube as well as KSAM 101.7. Send us a text message. Let us know where you're listening from. We'd love to hear from you. That fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. Again, it's 512-522-9105. Let us know that you're there. We'd love to hear from you tonight.
Oh,
it's a fumble on the punt. Rolls back to the 15. The punter has it, and he slammed back at the 10-yard line. Oh, mama, what a play!
What a mistake by Montgomery. Shot the snap over the punter's head. Huge play by the Hornet defense.
We'll go back and look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay, as that snap was well over the punter's head. And it took a long roll back beyond the 20 down to the 15. Cody Mclaren was down there alongside Tank White. And it was Mclaren and White slamming them down. Mclaren was the one on it. An excellent field position here for the Hornets, starting out inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone on the Montgomery 12-yard line. A.J. Wilson in the gun will hand off to McLean. McLean powering his way forward inside the 10, down to the 8. It's the 5th possession of the night for Huntsville.
Again, you know, that ball is going to be a little bit wet out there. It hasn't rained since this game started. But again, what a bad snap there by Montgomery. Huge break for the Hornets, and the Hornets are threatening.
David England back in Georgetown, Texas, joining us tonight. Dave, good to hear from you. He's a captain with the Georgetown Fire Department. I was blessed to call Eagle football for 6 years. Love David and his family and all that he does back in Central Texas. Good to hear from you, buddy. It's Wilson in the gun, handoff McLean. McLean darting his way forward. That's a touchdown. Oh, yeah, baby. That's how you do it. Jalen McLean in the offense, bringing him in again.
Well, that's the sign of a good team. You take advantage of the other team's mistakes. The Hornets did that right there to put more points on the board going in to halftime.
8-yard touchdown dart back and forth, dancing with the stars. Jalen McLean giving some more insurance here for your Huntsville Hornets with 2:59 remaining here in the first half. Avalar's MRC Creekside extra point on its way, and good. That's a trophy case. Touchdown moments ago by your Hornets. The trophy case is your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. We'll step aside and take a break. The Climatech Secure Storage Kickoff coming up in a moment. This is the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. That's why we are so pleased to announce our newest service, Loan by Phone. If stopping by one of our offices won't fit into your busy schedule, you can still apply for a loan by giving us a call when it's most convenient for you. The application process is quick and easy, and upon approval, we can even send you the documents to sign electronically. The money can then be deposited in your account within 10 minutes. Call CSCU today. Member NCUA, all loans subject to credit approval. Eligibility required.
Well, welcome back, friends, as the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff coming up here. A drive that started for Huntsville after the fumbled up punt by Montgomery. Huntsville starting this one on their Montgomery's 12-yard line, capped off quickly by an 8-yard touchdown run by Jalen McLean. That's your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. Fair catch called for at the 26 here by Montgomery, as Kyler Wilson, the sophomore quarterback, called for it. Brian, we're going to keep it right here. The Hornets starting to find some life here. A slow start, but they've started to find it, and we'll see how Montgomery responds here tonight on their 5th possession.
Well, there was a couple of things. A.J. Wilson's big run, and then obviously the snap over the punter's head. What a huge mistake there by Montgomery. And you can look over on that sidelines across the field, and you can see those kids over there from Montgomery look quite a bit dejected right now.
For the Hornets here, 14 unanswered points. They're leading 17-9. Montgomery with the 5th possession of the night. They'll start it here, first down and 10 from their own 26 on the right side, and a quick whistle here. And may have been a timeout here called by Montgomery. Brian, we're going to keep things right here.
Well, we want to thank some more of our great sponsors. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And On the Move Physical Therapy and Wellness, helping active adults achieve physical freedom to enjoy life and retirement to its fullest without settling for less. And Hartfield Florist, personalizing your events since 1957. And Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community.
I want to thank Ken Holland for joining us tonight. The Huntsville scoreboard. Appreciate you, Ken. It said his wife, Nicole, said that they used to call the defense at Huntsville Hitville in the early 90s. We've been calling it Slam City, Saxville, Hitville. We'll take whatever we've got. Swarmville. Whatever we got, brother, we'll bring it. Back in action here, 2:59 remaining in the first half. Montgomery trailing 17-9. As Bolfing in the gun as a quarterback, claps twice, left side in the flats, has his receiver, trying to dance on that logo there, breaks through a defender, Brian, somehow still on his feet across the 45 and eventually brought down near midfield. Man, you got to give that young man credit, as Harden had a nice run there after the catch.
Yeah, that was a great reception there by Harden and a great throw by Bolfing. I mean, that was a big play there from Montgomery. There's still plenty of time in the second quarter to put points on the board. Hornets defense needs to tighten up.
The ball now on the 49-yard line after the first down by Montgomery, trailing 17-9, 2:30 remaining here in the first half. Bolfing asking for it in the gun. Handoff delayed over to the right side, and again it's another Jersey tackle. Nowhere there for Washington as he got back near the original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1, but once again, Brian, it was the Jersey holding on tackle that prevented him from going more than that.
Well, that was junior linebacker Calvin Simmons on that Jersey pull to bring him down. Great play there by the Hornet defense.
The ball resting right on the star at midfield here at Montgomery ISD Stadium. Again, 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Montgomery trailing 17-9. They've got the ball. Second down and a long 9. Bolfing fakes the handoff pass left side and immediately met by a wall. Open up the nest. The Hornets not letting them in tonight. A gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play.
Well, that was the senior cornerback, Ethan Miner, over there. What a great play. He stayed at home, didn't go for any fakes, brought the receiver down for about a 1-yard gain.
It is in Huntsville territory for Montgomery, only a 1 or 2 yard gain. We'll call it third down and 7 from here. The ball on the Hornet 48-yard line. Bolfing, empty backfield, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's spread out, pass over, caught well short of the first down at the 45-yard line. McLaren was right there on it. The reception made by Johnson, but again, he is well short, Brian, by about 4 yards, brings up 4th down and 4.
Well, there's a minute left in this first half. The offense is still out on the field. They will go for it on this play.
Receiver Sandegren down to the right side. Another one back there for Montgomery here is Herman to the left side. Bolfing letting the clock run here. Not sure what's going on, Brian.
Well, I thought they would try to get one more play off.
I think they know that Huntsville can strike here, and they don't want to give Huntsville a lot of time here. They will take their second timeout. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
All right, friends, welcome back here at the Hit Solutions second quarter. 32 seconds to go, 17-9. Your Huntsville Hornets in control here. And Rob Hipp up here in the broadcast booth. Thank you to our good friends at Copeland Family Dentistry for being our broadcast booth sponsor. Brian, good to see you, man. There's Brian Adams. How about that, man?
Hey, guys. Good to see everybody.
We know if you're on the video, the audio, and we get a little bit synced off here because of the camera that we have to use tonight as far as that goes. But good to be here. Brian, a lot of fun, man. I like to put your face out there once in a while, Brian. Let people know, hey, it is really Brian Adams.
Yeah, it is. And, folks, we got a great game on our hands tonight. Montgomery Bears, they're going for it.
4th down and 6, Brian. They moved it back a little bit here. No, it's still 4th and 4. They're going for it. Bolfing pitches over to the left side. It's Washington. Washington stopped the Bears. Slam them down. Nowhere to go. Turnover on downs. The Hornets have it back here with 26 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, welcome to that Hornet defense. We've been talking about them all year long. This is probably one of the nastiest defenses in the state of Texas, and they're showing it here in this second quarter.
6 possession tonight for Huntsville. The 4th-ranked team, according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football, in 5A Division II, showing why they're a powerhouse here tonight on the road in Montgomery, leading 17-9, 26 seconds remaining. And we'll see if they just take a knee or, Brian, if they try to get some more points on the board here. I think they will. Handoff on the sweep, goes over to the left side. It's Butcher, and Butcher upended around the 49. They're going to give him a little bit of progress. Nope, they'll call him down at the 49-yard line. That may do it, Brian, as the clock continues to run.
Yeah, the clock's down to 10 seconds, and they're going to probably just put a knee or let the clock run out. But, man alive, this has been all the Hornets in this second quarter, and they certainly needed it because the Montgomery Bears jumped out big in the first quarter.
That will end the first half of play. Hit Solutions, our second quarter sponsor. Thank you to Robert Lindeman. I'm not sure if Josh Criswell will be able to get an interview down there with Coach or not. We lost him on the transmitter. And, again, I don't think we're going to be able to get that here, Brian. Let's leave it here just for a second. And I don't think we're going to be able to get it. It looks like – I don't even see where he's at, Brian. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it. So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll break this one down when we come back. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network at halftime, 17-9. Your Hornets in the driver's seat. We'll be right back.
If you're a credit union member, did you also know it means you're one of the owners? I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and I'm an owner too. Membership in our credit union provides you all the things you want and expect from a financial institution. But there are 2 things I hear from our members that they appreciate most. Our low rates on loans, of course, but also the personal friendly service we provide. Come see us today at Walker County Federal Credit Union on Normal Park Drive. Member NCUA.
It's Truck Month here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville, and it's Truck Month. That means you get the best deals of the year on your favorite Chevy truck, Tahoe, and Suburban. We've got 3/4 tons, 1 tons, and half tons. When they say they don't have it, come to Wiesner of Huntsville, and we'll get it. We've got trucks starting at $28,986 and an Equinox for only $16,990. So for the best selection, you need to hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
It's the Hornets Halftime Show, brought to you by Northside Baptist Church on 101.7 KSAM. Let's get back to the stadium with Brian Adams and Rob Hipp.
Hi, folks. This is Mattress Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, you've been looking for sofas and love seats. Furniture in the stores today are hard to find. We're waiting on furniture, but listen, we've got trucks in and the stuff on my floor, it's in stock, ready for immediate delivery. You come in, you see it, you buy it, you get it to your house. It's that simple. We're getting inventory in the store. We've gotten several trucks in. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shop@adams.com.
All right, friends, well, welcome back. We are here at halftime. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams, and now we'll go down to Josh Criswell. Josh, do we got you down on the field? Yeah, sorry about that. We're not able to get him down there tonight, unfortunately, and sorry about that. I was trying to tell him to talk to, but where we're at, Brian, the transmitter, that's just how it is. But so far this first half, Huntsville taking care of business here. 17-9 is your score.
The Hornets came back in the second quarter, scored 14 unanswered points, and it was the tale of two different quarters. The first quarter was Montgomery that got out to the 9-3 lead. Second quarter, it was all Huntsville. Big plays by A.J. Wilson, big plays on the defense, and your score now is 17-9, and the Hornets are just absolutely on a roll here in this first half.
Well, again, thanks for joining us here at halftime. Brian, Huntsville came out here early. We were trying to get that microphone set up. You got to try to multitask up here. It's always a lot of fun, Brian. Huntsville, though, each team, you know what? The wind is blowing. Let us step aside and take a break. We got things blowing around up here. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk more here in just a little bit. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Happy Friday Night Lights, Hornet fans. Thanks for tuning in and listening to the broadcast of tonight's game here on KSAM. Here's what's buzzing in HISD. We hope everyone had a blessed Thanksgiving Day. Huntsville ISD has been closed this week in observance of the holiday and hope our students, staff, and families are enjoying their holiday break and staying safe and healthy. As we prepare for normal operations to resume next week, we must remind our families to please check the Hornet Return to School plan found on the district website and be sure to perform a daily self-check health screening before returning to campus or entering any of our buildings or buses. It's extremely important if you've been in large gatherings or traveling over the break or spending time with family and friends who you're not normally around that you check your health status daily before potentially exposing others at work or school. If you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19 symptoms or anyone who's been lab confirmed positive during the past 14 days, we ask that you please stay home. We need everyone to be vigilant by adhering to all isolation and quarantine protocols. Please notify your school nurse, principal, or department head if you have any questions or concerns. We need everyone healthy so we can this fall semester safe and Hornet strong. While everyone out on the break, our Hornet athletes have not stopped. Congratulate the varsity lady volleyball team again for their bi-district championship win and congratulate them on an outstanding season. While their playoff run came to an end earlier this week at the area round, we couldn't be more proud of this team and their coaches for representing our community with such great pride and success this season. The Lady Hornet basketball team has also been busy as they hit the hoops and are already winning and showing signs of a very promising season. And of course, our Hornet varsity football team has hasn't stopped either, as they've been preparing for this week's game. The Hornets will wrap up their regular season play next Friday, December the 4th, with their final home game played again in Madisonville at Mustang Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. against Lamar Fulshire. Grab your tickets at hornetnation.org and then help us paint the town of Madisonville Hornet green again and cheer on our boys for another win. Then we'll wait to hear about the playoffs. Jump on the Hornet Nation train and let's back these boys all the way to state. 2020 may have been a year full of challenges and disappointments, but it could just end up on a very high note for Hornet football. At this time of Thanksgiving, we are so thankful to live and work in such a supportive and giving community. We encourage those who can to support the upcoming KSAM MASH Make a Smile Happen toy and food drive taking place next Wednesday and Thursday, December the 2nd and 3rd. The drive will be held in a new location this year. They'll be set up in the HEB parking lot, and it's a 100% drive-through event. With easy in and out, you won't have to get out of your vehicle the finger. Just drive through and drop off your donations to the volunteers. Drop off your donations of new unwrapped toys and non-perishable food items and pet food, along with monetary donations of any amount. All donations are greatly appreciated and will be distributed to local charities to benefit Huntsville families who are in need of support this holiday season. If you have any questions, please contact KSAM for all the details. Huntsville ISD encourages you to shop small and keep your dollars local this holiday season. When you spend your money in Huntsville Walker County, our economy and local businesses benefit. Therefore, we all benefit. We appreciate and support the local businesses who support our public school district. So please support those businesses who help Huntsville ISD build. We're scheduled to resume school on Monday with both Hornet learning models A and C. The free Tuesday multi-meal bulk pack distribution will also resume this Tuesday, December 1st for all families in need from 1 to 2 p.m. only at Scott Johnson Elementary for students ages 0 through 4th grade and at Huntsville Intermediate School for 5th through 12th grade students. Visit the district website for all the meal details. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions, everyone, every day. We hope you enjoy listening to the rest of tonight's game here on KSAM. Good luck, and let's sting 'em, Hornets.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get the Mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends. We are live here in Montgomery, Texas, at Montgomery ISD Stadium. About 17:38 to go before we get things started back in this third quarter. Brian, for the Huntsville Hornets, taking care of business here. A little bit rough start. Both teams are looking solid, but the Hornets finally starting to break away on some big plays. A lot of Whataburger Whataplay candidates already tonight. Excited about this one, though, as we still got a lot of time before we get things started in the third. Again, here at halftime with Northside at Baptist Church. Brian, good to be here tonight, and a lot of fun here. This is a big one here for both of these teams.
Oh, this is a huge game for both teams, and the Hornets in the first quarter, again, they started off a little sluggish, kind of like they did again last week, but they finally kind of regrouped, settled down, and, man, they had a huge second quarter. They scored 14 unanswered points. Big play with A.J. Wilson, but, again, we talk about them all year long, Rob, and we talk about this Hornet defense, and, arguably this is one of the best defenses in the state of Texas. And, again, everybody that goes up against them, they just don't understand how talented and how fast and big this defensive unit is for the Huntsville Hornets. But, again, A.J. Wilson, the talented junior quarterback, big play there in the second quarter to light the fire there for the Hornets, put points on the board. And, man, the Hornets are rolling.
Well, they're taking care of business here in this one. We're going to try to send it down, have an alternate audio stream now for Josh Criswell. Josh, can you hear us tonight?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How do I sound?
Hey, we got you, Josh. So here in this first half, the Hornets we talked about 17-9. They're in control here. Your first half thoughts, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, everything kind of changed at one big moment. The Hornets started off slow once again for the second straight week, but Cody Mclaren forced a huge fumble. Jadarian White recovered, and then Huntsville rattles off 14 unanswered to end the quarter and take that 17-9 lead into the half.
Josh, as always, appreciate you. Looking forward to the second half, and we'll definitely try to get it down to you now that we've got this alternate audio feed. Thanks for being with us tonight, Josh. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
So once again, that was Josh Criswell, the Huntsville item. We'll try to bring him on throughout the night. Kind of a fun setup here tonight. We had some rain, a little bit of drizzle. It's still a little bit foggy out here, a little bit of drizzle, Brian, but not too bad. And again, I wanted to say a big thank you to Brandy McLaren and all of the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club and her family for coming here tonight. They helped us get set up so we could stay as dry as we possibly can. And thank you to Montgomery for allowing us to be here tonight as well.
Yeah, we got to thank, Brandon McLaren and all the quarterback club and everybody that supports this team and the things that they do. You just can't thank them enough because it is a lot of hard work. But, again, to put this canopy up for us here for this game tonight to keep us dry, man, we are so grateful for that. But, I think, Rob, we've been kind of fortunate. We hadn't had a whole lot of rain in this first half. And, of course, there's rained up to the game starting. Field's wet, ball's slippery. You're starting to see some of that out there. And it's going to be crucial in the second half for the Hornets to hang on to the football and have no turnovers.
We'll keep things right here for just a moment. The Hornet marching band, military marching band, does not travel on the road games, but in the background you may hear the Montgomery marching band here tonight. And if they start back up here, Brian, we'll play just a little bit of their audio. Let's go to them just for a few moments and let you enjoy some of the sounds of the band here tonight from Montgomery. So, again, not our hometown band tonight. That is Montgomery's band, as it's their home field, but good to hear them. We always want to make sure that we give the band a shout-out. When we're back at Madisonville next week, of course, for the final home game versus Lamar Fulshire, I believe. Is that correct, Brian? My mind has been going 100 miles an hour. I should know better, Brian. You need to pop me tonight, Brian. But we'll be back there at Madisonville for Fulshire, and we will have the entire Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. We'll step aside. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll look at the driving recaps. Stay with us, friends. We're in the Northside Baptist Church halftime right here on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and 101.7 KSAM.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
We're back here in Montgomery, Texas at halftime. Your Huntsville Hornets, 4th ranked, by the way, in the state of Texas, according to Dave Campbell, Texas football. And they are leading 17 tonight. A little bit of a rough start here tonight for Huntsville, but they started to find their rhythm, Brian. We'll quickly go over some of these scoring drive recaps. Of course, scoring drive recaps all season long brought to you by our good friends at On the Move at Physical Therapy and Wellness. For Huntsville, they started out a quick 3-and-out, which was a rarity, Brian. We don't see a lot of 3-and-outs with Huntsville, much less on their first possession.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you got such a high-power offense, A.J. Wilson, McLean, Butcher, and all those guys. You don't see 3-and-out very often. But again, you saw it last week. It happened to them, and it happened starting this game tonight. But again, the second quarter rolled around, and the Hornets kind of got going, and the offense put points on the board.
It was a drive that started out on their own 38. They had to punt that one away. Montgomery started on their own 13. They drove it all the way down the field, capped off by a 46-yard field goal that was good. That was at the 7:57 mark in the first quarter. And Montgomery led at that point 3-0. Second possession for Huntsville, they responded. A drive that started on the Montgomery 43. It was capped off by a 22-yard field goal by Christian Avilar. At the 4:59 mark, 3-3 was your score then. Second possession ensuing for Montgomery started on their own 45. It was capped off by a 40-yard touchdown pass to their receiver, or their running back tonight, Jalen Washington, who has had a big game so far. But, Brian, the critical thing, the field goal extra point kick was bobbled around, and it was not good. That was at the 3-minute mark. So the score at that point, 9-3, Montgomery in the lead. The ensuing possession, the third of the night for Huntsville, started from their own 45. It was an A.J. Wilson interception. One of those, though, that you see it on the stat line, but you really can't fault A.J. because it was thrown, then it was batted up, bobbled around, and just fell right into a Montgomery defender. That's one of those that shows up on the sheet, but you just say, is there a way we can just remove that one? You can't, though, Brian, but I wish we could. And then for your Huntsville Hornets after that, Montgomery gets it, entering into the second quarter. A drive started on their own 26. It was a fumble recovery. You remember that Montgomery was driving. They were getting close to their red zone. We thought that they would go up again, but no, that's not the case. They fumbled the ball. It was picked up there by Tank Williams, who fell right on it, and then Huntsville able to turn around and score points off that turnover. A drive started on their own 20, goes all the way down, capped off by that 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen McLean, the junior running back. Boy, he's had another game here tonight for Huntsville, Brian.
Boy, he is so talented, and him and Justin Butcher both back there. That's why you see Huntsville running such a an even style offense with passing and running. And when you have talented guys like that, you take advantage of them, and the Hornets are doing that. And the thing I like about that is, a lot of these teams for the last several years have gone just to the, I don't want to say run and shoot type style offense, but the wide open offense, and they haven't had to defend a lot of rushing teams. And but Huntsville is a rushing team, and they're also a passing team, and that makes it difficult on defenses that they come in contact with.
Well, Jalen McLean on the season entering tonight's game, 725 yards on the ground. He averages over 5 a carry. His longest was 64, 8 touchdowns and 2 fumbles heading into tonight's game. So he's already added 2 more to that repertoire of – is that even a word, repertoire? That just sounded fun to say, Brian.
No,
that repertoire of touchdowns. So put 2 more up there for that young man as well. And at that point, Huntsville took the lead. 10-9 was the score. We continue to look down through the lines here. Montgomery on their 4th possession, a fumbled punt. Remember that one. It was an opportunity there for Montgomery. They were trying to find field position. They fumbled the punt. And Huntsville gets great position starting out. The Hornets 154 total yards. The Bears, though, they're tearing it up on the offensive end with 230 yards. The passing yards for Huntsville only 47, 107 on the ground. But Huntsville's been able to take care of business, especially after capitalizing on some turnovers here tonight, Brian.
That's the big thing. You're right. If you look at the board, you see the stats on the first half. You see Montgomery has the advantage. But the Hornets have been able to take advantage of the mistakes that Montgomery's had on some, the snap over the punter's head, things like that. And, the Hornets have had just, a great second quarter, which will give them momentum going into the second half.
Well, we continue to look through some of these other drive summaries here. The 5th possession for the Huntsville Hornets started out on the Montgomery 12. After that, it was an 8-yard touchdown run, the second of the night by Jalen McLean. And the Huntsville Hornets leading at that point 17-9. Montgomery the other way on their 5th possession, started from their own 26. They turned it over on 4th down. Huntsville got it back, but they were not able to get down. They decided, you know what, we've got the ball back. Let's be safe. No reason to throw an interception or anything like that. So they take a knee on the second play, run the clock down, and that's where we sit, 17-9. Here in halftime with about 7:06 remaining. So far for Huntsville, doing what they have to do. Coach talked about they've really got to just be mindful, limit the penalties. That's been a problem so far this season. Tonight, give the Hornets credit. They've been listening. Only 2 penalties tonight.
And I think they were both false start penalties. And, Montgomery's had a few of those themselves, and those false start penalties are just drive killers, man. And it just the coaches absolutely go crazy on those kind of penalties. But the good thing and what Huntsville has done tonight, and it is definitely the mark of a good football team, is you take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. And all the mistakes Montgomery has made tonight, the Hornets have made them pay for it.
Well, as always, a lot of friends joining us tonight. I want to welcome in, too, from folks on YouTube that are watching us. You know, we don't ever give them shout-outs. We always get the text messages. But how about Charles Babino saying, "Go Babino, boys." I want to thank him for watching tonight. A lot of other friends here. Lance Wilson saying, "Stingham." Madeline Morrison joining us tonight saying, "Let's go Hornets." We even have some Bears fans out there. Elizabeth Hinthorn, thank you for joining us. You know, we're always very mindful. Even though we broadcast, Brian, of course, for Huntsville, we always want to be very mindful of the visiting team. We want them to feel welcome into the broadcast as well. So if you're a Montgomery fan, a Bears fan tonight, your team trailing 17-9, but putting up a fight here, and it's been a heck of a game and a fun one to call up here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, Brian.
Well, I'm looking forward to the second half, and the Hornets are about to step out onto the field and go through their run-through to start the second half. And, you know, I like the way the coaches for the Hornets are calling this first half offensively. The reason I say that is they're trying to establish the running game so they can throw the ball over the top. And you've seen that here quite a bit from A.J. Wilson, and I like that. I like to see A.J. Wilson. He's got a heck of an arm. I like to see him lay it out there for a big play. They haven't really hit home yet on one of those big, long pass plays, but I like the call they're doing in this first half.
Well, some shout-outs here tonight that are coming through on the text messaging. We want to get to those as well. Again, if you've got a shout-out, you can text them to us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number's 512-522-9105. Harvey Vanacek saying, "Hey, Brian," sending you a message as always, Brian. So
hey, Harvey, how are you, sir?
Good to hear from Harvey tonight. Thanks for sending us one. Another one here saying, "Kick 'em Hornets, knock 'em down, wrap 'em up." Cody Mclaren, Nana Pop, Mason, Haley, Colton, Uncle Chris, and Auntie Ace cheering you on from Belton. So appreciate the McLaren family for joining us tonight. Chase and McKenzie listening all the way and watching all the way in Lynchburg, Virginia. Thank you for joining us tonight. Brian, a lot more here as well.
Man, that's crazy. I want to say hi to Stephanie and Peyton Pitts listening on the road to Ole Miss, Stingham Hornets. Thanks, Stephanie and Peyton. We appreciate that.
Appreciate all you do, Stephanie, and the community. Also, Brian, some other ones here.
Well, let's shout out to Trey Garrett, number 74, the center, Granny and Papa, listening in Huntsville. Thank you, Granny and Papa. He's doing a good job.
And J-Mac's pastor, Pastor Clinty, watching, saying, "Go J-Mac." We said it a couple weeks ago, got to start boiling the water because the mac and cheese is ready. And Jalen McLean, good young man out there, is all of these kids, and appreciate you, Pastor, for joining us as well. And, Brian, just a couple more here.
Well, play hard, hit harder. Number 18, Love, Nana and Pop. Haley, Colton, Mason, Auntie A's, Uncle Chris from Belton, Texas.
That's the McLaren family joining us again. And
well, good luck to number 17, Brian Bridges, from your family. You know, we want to thank everybody that sends us these messages. We love to read these out when we can, and we just appreciate your support, and these kids appreciate your support. And please keep watching, keep listening.
Well, we appreciate the Northside Baptist Church here at halftime. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have third quarter action. Stay with us. This is Huntsville Hornet football on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is today and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
It's Truck Month here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville, and it's Truck Month. That means you get the best deals of the year on your favorite Chevy truck, Tahoe, and Suburban. We've got 3/4 tons, 1 tons, and half tons. When they say they don't have it, come to Wiesner of Huntsville, and we'll get it. We've got trucks starting at $28,986 and an Equinox for only $16,990. So for the best selection, you need to hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
That's it for the Hornet Halftime Show, brought to you by Northside Baptist on 101.7 KSAM. Coming up next, the second half kickoff on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM.
All right, friends, that'll wrap up halftime as your Huntsville Hornets run back onto the field. Leading here in this contest, 17-9 the score. Huntsville tonight. If you're out there watching, you can see it in their white jerseys, white pants, numbers in green, outlined in black, the white helmets with the H logo. Love that glistening of that H, that metallic H on those helmets. The Montgomery Bears here on their home field, running back out of their huge blow-up. Man, that is a pretty scary bear over there, Brian. The mouth of that bear is probably about 6 feet wide, probably.
Yeah, that bear is quite big.
So,
but yeah, man, it's we're fixing to get this second half underway. And again, we talked about earlier. Remember when Montgomery missed that extra point? Keep that in mind. That again could be such a huge mistake that comes back and bites them.
Well, 12 minutes to go. We're about to get things started up here in this city of Huntsville third quarter. Appreciate the city of Huntsville. Work, eat, and play. Remember, Huntsville first. A lot of opportunities right in our own backyard to support local businesses, and appreciate everybody for supporting the Huntsville community. By the way, MASH coming up here at KSAM. Make a Smile Happen. Please come out and join us this year. We're moving to the HEB parking lot. That's going to take place on December the 2nd and 3rd, a Wednesday and a Thursday. So come out, support these nonprofits. You can find more at ksam1017.com, but it is the annual Make a Smile Happen at HEB parking lot this year. As Avalar Total Leather, we are underway here in the third quarter. As this one is fielded just inside the 30, Montgomery will start here with their sixth possession of the night, Brian.
Yeah, it looks like Montgomery's going to get the ball on the 32-yard line. And, they probably went into halftime. The coaches are going to do some adjustments. And I bet they come out firing because they got a heck of a quarterback. I mean, he's a tall quarterback. He's 6'3", 195. He has a heck of an arm. And, of course, you have Washington in the backfield, and we saw in the first half how fast that kid is. So I see some big things out of Montgomery coming in the second half.
So here we go, the city of Huntsville, third quarter underway. Bolfing and the Montgomery Bears trailing 17-9. Puts a man in motion with his right foot, kicking him going from right to left. From his own 31, handoff in the backfield, and the Hornets stinging him. Maybe a gain back to the original line of scrimmage. The ball carrier, Edivon Johnson.
Well, big Ed Bobino, number 99 for the Hornets, there on the stop, and we call his name every week, and he's doing it again here tonight.
Brings up second down and 10, so no gain on the play. The ball resting near the left hash mark. The quarterback Bolfing in the gun. Two receivers, tight formation to the left, one lone bear down to the right. Bolfing, good protection, but it is breaking down. This one caught by Johnson across the 40. And now to the right side, angling his way out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Calvin Simmons there slamming him out of bounds.
Well, that was a great screenplay there by Montgomery. I mean, that was a big play. They picked up a first down. Bolfing took quite a shot as he released that football, but they set the screen up perfectly and got big yards out of that.
Edivon Johnson, the running back, still in there. He'll stay in that position. And this time, only one receiver spread to the left. On a first down and 10 from their own 44. Same formation here, Brian, where we've seen a shift in that line where 3 of them will come from left to right. Pass over Bolfing. This one caught at the 45-yard line in Huntsville territory. Good grab there and still dragging Hornet defenders across the 40. That is a powerful yards after the catch there. You got to give credit there to that young man tonight, Harden, who has been a hard one to bring down at that.
Well, that was a hard one, and you had Minor there, the first initial contact for the Hornets. Couldn't bring him down. It took 3 or 4 guys to bring him down. Great run after the catch, big first down.
Well, Montgomery moving it here as we come out of this halftime. They started this drive, Brian, all the way back on their own 31. Now it's on the Huntsville 39, first down and 10 on the left hash mark. Bolfing looking all day, left side, airing this one way up into the air, and it's incomplete as he was looking into the direction of Harden there, and good coverage on the play by Ethan Minor. Incomplete.
We talked about it just a minute ago that Montgomery, I foresee them coming out firing, and they're certainly doing that. They're having success moving the chains, and they just tried to go for all the money right then, overthrew the receiver, but they're not going to be shy to throw the ball downfield.
Big hello to Tony Kulak for joining us. How you doing, Tony? Good to see you out there tonight. Kim Thiessen, Doris Jones, Chad Webb, and many others. Rodolfo Esquivel joining us as well. 10:22 remaining here in the third. Montgomery trailing 17-9. Second down and 10 from the Hornet 39. Handoff this time to Johnson, and Johnson guts it up to around the 35-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be third down and a long, Brian, we'll call it 7 from here.
Yeah, this is going to be a big play here for Montgomery. I mean, this is a third down, the first third down long they've tried to convert in the second half, and man, they've got to do something to generate points.
Harden will line up as a receiver all by himself down to the right. Third down and 7 for Montgomery. Bolfing in the gun. Will kick a man in motion from left to right. It's Sandegren. And a handoff here to Johnson. Johnson able to power his way, but the Hornets Stingham defense said no way to the 35-yard line. Not much on it. Brings up fourth down and long for Montgomery.
Well, I'm kind of curious as to that call. I mean, they're going to run it up against both Bobino brothers, and, man, they may have picked up a yard, but now let's put them at fourth and long, and they got a big decision to make.
Appreciate Melton Green tonight running camera for us as always. He's done a fantastic job this season, and tonight we're right on the action from the visitor side. Fourth down and 6 for Montgomery on the Hornet 35. Bolfing looking left side up. This one's dropped. It's incomplete. Oh, the pressure was right there by Ethan Minor, and that's a turnover on downs. The Stingham defense giving them some hard play here in this third quarter to start.
Well, that ball was in and out of the wide receiver's hands for Montgomery, or they'd have picked that first down up. That didn't happen. Big turnover. The Hornets get the ball and get ready to march down the field for this their first possession of the second half.
We're live here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth outside tonight. Rob Hipp alongside the former Sam Houston State Bearcat, Brian Adams. Thanks for joining us. The Hornets have it for the 7th time tonight, the first of the second half. Under center is Wilson. The handoff to Butcher. Butcher to the left side. Tight roping, angling his way across the 40, and finally brought down at the 41-yard line.
Boy, Butcher is so much fun to watch. Him and McLean. Again, we talk about those two running backs and how talented they are, but when they turn that ball upfield, it looks like they're running downhill at full speed. So much fun to watch.
6-yard carry, second down and 4 from their own 41 on the left hash, moving from right to left, passing the flat over to Cam Cole. Cole gutting his way forward. He slammed there at the end. They wanted a late flag, not going to get it, but Cam has enough for a Moke and Moke attorney at law, first down.
Man, I'm surprised there wasn't some laundry coming out on that one. That was a late hit. Man, Cole was already in the white stripe when he got drilled.
We'll go back here and see if we've got it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. We'll have to sit here and walk through this one for a little bit. It was a quick pass over there to Cam in the flat, and here was the hit right there. He was out of bounds, and then, yeah, boy, that was one right between the numbers. First down here for the Hornets, passing the flat over the right side to Butcher. Butcher gunning his way now across the 50, screaming back inside across the 45-yard line. I love seeing that young man after the catch. He turns on the rocket. Somebody call NASA tonight.
Boy, Houston. Huntsville has so many different offensive weapons. I mean, you got A.J. Wilson, you got McLean, Butcher, you got all this talent. They all have speed. They got a 6'6" tight end. I mean, they have all the weapons you need to have a great team.
Yeah, NASA wastes money on rocket fuel. Just call these Huntsville kids and put them in the rockets. They can make those ships fly, baby. 17-9 your score. Second down and 3 for the Hornets on the Montgomery 45. It's a handoff to McLean. Over to the left side. Finding daylight. Jalen McLean still on his feet near the 20-yard line. Oh, mama, what a run as he gets up and screams. That's the Hornets coming alive here in the third quarter.
Well, take your pick. You can do Butcher, you can do McLean. Either one. That one right there went to McLean. Huge first down run. Hornets are marching the ball down the field.
Another Mocha attorney at law. First down, threatening the red zone. A.J. Wilson pass over the center. That one's broken up. Justin Butcher was out of his hands. Got to be careful there because that could have been a pick.
Boy, that was close, man. The linebacker there from Montgomery was right on it. And you certainly don't want to throw a pick after you've had so many good plays to march you down the field.
7:23 remaining here in the city of Huntsville, third quarter. The Hornets holding on to a 17-9 advantage. Tonight, a win would seal the 10-5A D2 championship. They've still got one more game after this one tonight, too. Wilson will put Cole in motion. And a handoff here, though, on the misdirection back the other way. And the ball carrier here, Jalen McLean, and he's up to the 20 inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone now. Brian, only a gain of a couple. Third down and a long 8 coming up here for the Hornets.
This is a big third down. They need to convert here. You know, I'd like to see them throw to that big 6'6" tight end on a little flag route in the corner of the end zone. Get him a jump ball, let him go up and go get it.
So here we go, third down and 8 for the Hornets. The ball resting on the 20-yard line. Wilson in the gun will fake the handoff, rolls to the right. He's got 2 or 3 now chasing him, and Wilson trying to move around it. He chases back over behind Wilson, and not much on it there as he goes way backwards to around the 26. He was able to scathe off one defender, but not much after that, Brian.
No, you know what? Those kind of things, he looked downfield. He tried to buy his wide out some time to get open. Nobody could get open. He tried to make something out of nothing. And, you know, that's a good play there by Montgomery.
A 43-yard field goal attempt here by Christian Avilar. He hit one earlier in this ball game, a 22-yarder. So for Avilar again,
Use your hands, son.
what do we call that, Brian? A 42-yard field goal here for Avilar. On the right hash, the hold is down. The kick is up on its way. Line driving kick. This one is up, and it is good. Oh, what a play by Christian Avilar. 42 yards.
That young man has a heck of a leg. And I tell you, this team is so dangerous. Offensively, defensively, special teams, man, they can score points from everywhere.
Boy, Avilar, a nice kick there. We're going to keep things right here, Brian. And at the next break, we'll step aside. But for now, we'll keep it right here as we know this one's going to go quickly.
Yeah, we want to thank our good friends over Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. And Climatech Secure Stores, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. And our good friends over there at Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Want to thank Ty Copeland, great guy. Also, Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Field the Sting.
Again, welcome back here. 7th possession of the Hornets moments ago. A drive that started on their own 35-yard line. It was capped off by a 42-yard field goal by Christian Avilar. And the Huntsville Hornets lead 20-9. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. And here's the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff by Avilar. As he'll look to the left, to the right. We'll kick this one from right to left, right toe to leather. And it's on the way, sailing, dropping around the 12. It's bobbled around at the 10. And the returnman able to pick it up on the left side. Trying to go through defenders, and he is lit off. Oh, man, there's the hit. Slamville here on special teams.
Oh, my goodness, what a lick. Oh, man, guess who? Jadarian White. That's why they call him the Tank.
There you go.
Just lit him up.
Tank White.
Oh, man.
Bringing in the posse tonight. Boy, look at this as Tank White just slammed him down.
Oh, man.
Oh, mama, what a play. Boy, Whataburger, we got the Whataburger, what a play. We can come up with the Whataburger, what a slam, the what a lick, what a hit, whatever you, what is going to happen next play. Here we go for Montgomery. It is their 7th possession of the night. They'll start this one. Brian here from their own here, a play of, not sure if that was a pass or a run there. It was in the hands of
Pass complete to Jacob Sandegren, number 3.
Jacob Sandegren. It was a pass. and that's enough for a first down.
Well, that was a nice pass there by Brock Bolfing. I mean, it was just basically a post route and picked up a first down. Nice pass.
First down and 10 for Montgomery, trailing 20-9, 5:25 to go here in the third. Their ball is resting on their own 32. Bolfing will roll to the right. Good protection here, looking over. This one is tipped up into the air. What a play by Calvin Simmons, getting his big Hornet stinger on that one.
Boy, Calvin Simmons was the right place at the right time, batted that ball down, and just these guys are giving Montgomery fits.
Take a look at it there. He put the stinger up in the air and was able to knock that one right away, Brian. Bolfing had great protection. Got to give his line credit tonight. And then throwing that one up and just reaching way up there in the end. Bring up second down and 10 here again for Montgomery, trailing in between the hash marks on their own 32-yard line. Bolfing with two receivers to the right, one to the left. Got a back offset to his left, another back there to his right. A little bit of confusion here. Finally gets the snap. Stepping back, the protection good again. Heaves this one left side, has a receiver. It is caught at the 20-yard line. That was a big-time play into the hands of Harden, who has been, as we said earlier, a tough one here tonight, and another big play by Harden inside the red zone.
Ethan Miner there, I mean, he had good coverage on the wideout. I mean, they were stride for stride, but, man, that pass, I'm telling you, from an old quarterback, that pass was dead on the money.
Inside the red zone now, call it at the 17-yard line, first down and 10 for Bolfing. Handoff here to his running back. Right behind his lineman. Has room. Across the right side, and he's finally tripped up. Ankle tackle just outside the 10. Jalen Washington had some nice blocking there from his front line on the right side, Brian.
Yeah, he did, and Montgomery's had some success, and it's what I thought they would try to do is come out with some big plays here to get back in this ball game, and so far they've done that and had success.
We'll step aside as there's a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 20-9 your score, 4:38 remaining here in the third. We'll go back for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Tracy Chappell, City of Huntsville's Main Street Manager. I want to encourage you to invest in our community, Huntsville First. Whether you visit an antique shop downtown or stop by your favorite food truck, every purchase you make here in Huntsville boosts our economy. Become a tourist in your own backyard. Get out and enjoy the great outdoors at Huntsville State Park or the Sam Houston National Forest. Visit one of our historic museums and enjoy the art and culture available right here in Huntsville. Remember, shop, eat, play. Huntsville First.
9 yards on that reception moments ago. Second down and 1 coming up here for Montgomery. They've got the ball on the Hornet 9-yard line, trailing 20-8, 4:38 remaining. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bolfing in the gun. Two backs to his left side. He'll hand off to one of those backs. It's Washington, and Washington able to find his way inside. He's got the touchdown. Bolfing there, Brian. 9-yard run by Washington.
Well, this is a good football team. You know, Montgomery, they've only lost 2 ball games all year long, and we knew coming in here this wasn't going to be a cakewalk, and they're staying in this game. Whatever they got to do, they had some big plays on there to get them into this end zone, but good job, Montgomery.
They're going to go for 2 here, Brian, trailing 20-15. They're going to try to get it back to within a 3-point game. Oh, basically an opportunity here. We'll see if this Stingham defense can hold them right here, Brian. Bolfing in the gun. One back to either side. Kicks a man in motion from right to left. He'll get the snap. Bolfing rolling to the left. Looking. Bambino chasing him down. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. What a slam. Oh, baby. Bambino said, bam, baby.
Holy cow.
Wow.
How about that? Oh, man. Ed Bambino, big number 99, just slung Bolfing to the ground.
I don't think I've ever seen a slam that big. That, so far tonight, is your Whataburger. What a play, Brian.
What a great play. I'm telling you, this Hornet defense and those Bambino brothers up front, man, this defense is just nasty.
Oh, we just looked at it there on the Walker County Federal Credit Union Instant Replay. And, hey, that's a legal hit. If you're going to run with it, you better watch out because the big Bambino brothers are going to come after you. That time it was Big Brian. 4:31 remaining here. We're going to keep it right here as they're quickly getting back. So the 2-point conversion, Brian, that's a big one. No good. It's a 5-point game. Hornets still on top here, 20-15, 4:31 remaining here in the third.
Well, again, it goes back to that missed extra point. So they try to make it up just then with going for 2. And this defense, as stingy as it is, you know, that was a mistake. They didn't get those 2 points, so that makes them fall behind that much further.
Huntsville will have it here for the 8th time tonight, pending this kickoff. The kicker on the right hash from the 40-yard line. It's Nick De La Salas. De La Salas looks right, left, right toe to leather. This is a short kick, Brian. Huntsville got to hop on this one. They've got to be careful here, Brian. It's bouncing around, and the Hornets, I think, were able to hold on to it there at the 34. Thank goodness.
Wow. Man, a lot of Hornets looking at that ball. They need to jump on it.
8th possession of the night for your Hornets, leading by 5, 20-15, 4:31 to go here in this City of Huntsville third quarter. We're going to keep it right here, Brian. A lot of shout-outs continuing to come in tonight. We'll get to as many of these as we can. Special shout-out to Quatarian Riles from Kimbo and Amanda. And then, Brian, a coach that you know here, if we can get back to it.
Yeah, I believe that was Coach Kober watching there on YouTube. What's going on, Coach?
There he is, Coach Kober right there, Brian. Saying, Coach Kober here watching on YouTube. Defensive dominating as usual. Huntsville has it here from their own 34-yard line. Run up the middle by Justin Butcher for a couple.
Boy, Justin Butcher is such a hard runner. Golly, him and McLean both. Just, they turn it upfield, man, and they are like freight trains. This drive, Rob, is super important for the Hornets. I mean, they're only up by 5 points. They need to continue marching this ball down the field, moving the chains.
Bring up second down and a long 7 here for Huntsville. Wilson high snap. Delayed handoff McLean. McLean to the left side, looking for the 40. Stiff arms, rolls his way around, ankle tackle at the 42.
Well, that was a great ankle tackle there by a young man from Montgomery. Leslie Williams, the linebacker, he's a junior. Man, that was a great saving tackle there on McLean.
Third down and a short 3 here for the Hornets, leading 20-15, 3:40 remaining here in the City of Huntsville third quarter. One receiver down to the left is Jordan Woodbury, 2 up top to the right. Justin Butcher a back to the right of Wilson, and McLean will also line. A little bit of confusion here. Now McLean will go to the left, or Butcher will go to the left, McLean goes to the right. Critical third down. Delayed handoff. It goes to Butcher. Butcher has the first down and more. Stiff arming across the 50. Butcher to the 40 on the right side, and now the 30 and out of bounds. Oh, man, what a run by Butcher.
Well, we've said this all night long, too. You got some talented running backs for the Hornets, and Butcher right there, you know, he kind of let the play develop. He hit that outside, and with his speed, I mean, he was gone. Give credit to that O-line for the Hornets. Those big men up front are opening up some nice holes here tonight for these running backs.
And Chris Smith, the sophomore there, getting a nice little block to help him out, and that's a Moke and Moke attorney at law first down. Hornets leading 20-15, 3:14 remaining. Now on the Montgomery 30 or so. Handoff here in the backfield to McLean. McLean is slammed back. So Huntsville's got the slam city, and Montgomery said, we're going to bring a little bear cage here on this one.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little play action pass here on this next play. Go for a big just go for a big touchdown right here.
Bring up second down and 10. No gain on the play. Ed Sheffield watching from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, the class of 75. Thanks for joining us tonight. Second down and 10 here for the Hornets. Handoff to the back. Justin Butcher, and Butcher not much there. Maybe a gain of 1. Third down and 9 coming up here for the Hornets.
Well, this has got the Hornets got them in a bind here. Talk about third and long and trying to convert. These wideouts need to go beyond those chains when they run their routes. Do not come up short.
Another big third down here for the Hornets on the Montgomery 30. Wilson in the gun, triplets in a triangle to the right. Wilson drops this one off, and it's incomplete. He threw it at the ankles of Jalen McLean. And at this point here, Brian, if they went for a field goal, it would be from 47, so we'll see what they do. Remember, Avalar hit one from 42 just a few moments ago. Well, with room to spare.
Yeah, with room to spare. On that play right there, the reason A.J. threw that ball on the ground was because he was pedaling backwards. And anytime as a quarterback you pedal backwards and you don't adjust, you're going to throw that ball on the ground.
Well, Huntsville's going to go for it here on 4th down and 9. The Hornet fans on their feet. Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers spread to the right. Wilson looking to pass. Left side, up, over, caught. That's a first down. Oh, baby, what a play to Jordan Woodbury at the 20-yard line.
What a gutsy call by Coach Southern, and what a great pass by A.J. Wilson. Wow.
You go for it on 4th down and 9, and Woodbury has it there on the left side. An absolute strike to Woodbury. That's a Mocha attorney at law. First down, the ball on the 19-yard line. Now in the red zone, it's the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Wilson can breathe a little bit better here now under center. We'll hand off to McLean. McLean behind his blocker, bouncing around like a pinball machine near the 10-yard line. Give a lot of credit there on that play as Q Riles was cleaning up some room for him to run.
What a big run there by McLean. I mean, him and Butcher, take your pick. Those two young men can run the football, and they are tough runners. They do not go down with first contact. It typically takes 2 or 3 guys to bring those men down.
Looks like about a gain of 5. Call it 6 yards, actually. Second down and 4. Huntsville well inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. The ball resting around the 13-yard line. On the right hash mark, McLean under center, kicks, try to put his man in motion, and he does. From right to left is Woodbury. Instead here, it is a handoff, and immediately nowhere to go. McLean. Boy, the Bear defense read that one perfectly, Brian.
They sure did. That linebacker, the junior linebacker there for Montgomery, just stuck his hat in on McLean to drop him for no gain.
20-15 your score. Huntsville in the lead. 33 seconds to go here in the city of Huntsville, third quarter. As they will have to get one more play off before the end of this quarter.
Big third down here, Rob.
Cam Cole, a receiver there to the left alongside Jamarcus Howard. And Justin Butcher, part of a triplet package. And a false start here, Brian. You talk about a huge third down and a false start. We'll move them back. It'll be for a third down and 11.
Man, I hate to keep harping on it, but that's the false start just kills your momentum.
They'll call it third down and 9, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, instead of 3rd and 4, now it's 3rd and 9, all because of a false start.
The ball on the right hash mark, and they probably will just let this clock run down here in the city of Huntsville, third quarter. And that will do it for the third quarter. We'll step aside and take a break. 20-15 your score. Huntsville has it when we come back.
Hey, this is Tracy Chappell, City of Huntsville's Main Street Manager. I want to encourage you to invest in our community, Huntsville First. Whether you visit an antique shop downtown or stop by your favorite food truck, every purchase you make here in Huntsville boosts our economy. Become a tourist in your own backyard. Get out and enjoy the great outdoors at Huntsville State Park or National Forest. Visit one of our historic museums and enjoy the art and culture available right here in Huntsville. Remember, shop, eat, play. Huntsville First.
Friends, welcome back as we get started here.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
All right, friends, welcome back here to the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Bring home the win with Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty. As we get started here, third down, critical for the Hornets as they move from left to right. 3rd and 9 from just inside their own 20. A handoff here to Butcher, and Butcher is slammed back for a huge loss, Brian, back to the 25.
Wow, good play there by Montgomery. I mean, they read that like a book, and they stuck Butcher back for a big loss. Now it's 4th and long. What's Coach Southern going to do here?
Well, they went for it on 4th and 9 earlier on this same drive. And Avalar can absolutely – this is within his range.
Yeah, there's absolutely no wind blowing here right now.
Huntsville's going to go for it here, Brian, on a 4th down and about 13. Now, nope, they're going to line up. I'm sorry. Avalar will go for the field goal here. We'll call this one, Brian. It is another 39-yard attempt. No, they're going to fake it. And a pass over right side. This one up. Oh, it was dropped. Oh, man, it was dropped. A beautiful execution. Jamarcus Howard was not able to hold on to it.
Wow, what a good fake, good play. They had Jamarcus Howard in the corner of the end zone, right through his hands. I know that young man would like that pass back.
Boy, you can see it right there on the camera. It was up, he was open, and just was not able to pull that one in. That's a tough one, Brian.
That's a huge play. Boy, that's going to give Montgomery all kinds of life. This defense for the Hornets, this great defense for the Hornets, are going to have to step up.
It's the 8th possession for Montgomery. They'll start this one, Brian, on their own 21-yard line, moving from right to left. Bolfing in the gun. One back to his right, one directly behind him. He'll hand off to the back behind him. It is Washington, I believe, and nowhere to go there on that carry.
No, I think
Johnson.
I think they're just going to give him the line of scrimmage on that.
Adavon Johnson, they moved it up one. We'll see if they move it back. They gave him 1 yard, Brian. 2nd down and 9 for Montgomery. Again, trailing 20-15 with 10:48 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter.
Well, the Hornets are playing man defense over here.
The possession earlier for Montgomery, their last one, they scored on it, but the 2-point conversion was no good. Hornets trying to bring a little bit of pressure here. Bolfing able to move through, and he slammed down at the back around the 26-yard line.
Boy, a great play there by Q Riles to stop Bolfing from picking up any more yards than he did. Big 3rd down for Montgomery.
Another 3rd here coming up. 3rd down and 7 for the Bears. 3rd and 7 for the Bears here. Trailing 20-15, 10:09 to go here in the fourth. Bolfing, the quarterback. 2 receivers down to the left, 2 up top to the right. He's got his running back. I believe that is Johnson there, offset to his left, in between the hash marks. Gets the shotgun snap, right side flat, a hit immediately. Will the forward progress give him a first down? No, it will not. Had to get to the 32, got up to the 30, Brian.
Yeah, he's a couple of yards short there. They're going to have to punt the ball away. It's going to give the Hornet offense another opportunity with 9:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you absolutely hear backed up in your own side of the field at the 30. You've got to punt this one away. Set back to receive is Jordan Woodbury for Huntsville.
And Jordan Woodbury has got lights out speed too. If he can catch this ball on the run, look out for a big return.
This punt up on its way, and it will go out of bounds around the 38. We'll step aside and take a break. Huntsville Hornet football continues here in a moment on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em Hornets!
The holiday season is here, and that means Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event is too. Come check out these great deals at Wiesner of Huntsville, like a Chevy Traverse for only $25,345, or a Chevy half-ton crew cab for only $28,986. Want something a little smaller? Get a 2020 Chevy Equinox for $20,986, or a Chevy Trax for $16,986. These deals won't last long, so hurry down for Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event. Shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Quickly back in action here. The Hornets, the first play, starting from their own 41. It was a completed pass for a gain of about 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up. They've got the ball on their own 45. And here is Justin Butcher. Butcher slammed back. No gain on that play, Brian. They may have given him the progress, though, actually to the 46. Third down coming up.
3rd down. This is a big 3rd down for the Hornets. They've got to do something. The linebackers for Montgomery are being very aggressive on the run. Sure like to see them dump one over the top.
8:23 remaining here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Toughest contest of the season so far. The biggest test here for Huntsville tonight on the road to Montgomery. Both of these teams 4-0 and 10-5 AD2. Wilson on a 3rd down to the right side. Wilson's going to tuck and run. He's got the first down and more across the 50 near the 46-yard line. It's a Mocha attorney at law first down. And Wilson with the quarterback keeper run.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Wilson. Again, they give you so many different weapons there. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He's got 2 great running backs, great wide receivers. Great first down there by the Hornets.
Ball
very important.
Resting on the Montgomery 47-yard line. After the Mocha attorney at law first down, Hornets holding on to a 5-point advantage, 20-15, 8:04 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. 2 receivers will line up to the left. 1 receiver is Woodbury to the right. Wilson has McLean behind him on the shotgun snap. Handoff to McLean. McLean still powering his way forward. Oh, man, what a play across the 40-yard line down to the 39. This is a young man that's hard to bring down when he finds those jets, Brian.
Give credit to that O-line. They opened up a big hole, and he ran right through it for a big gain, big 8-yard run.
2nd down and a short 2. The ball resting on the Montgomery 39 in between the hash marks. The Hornets trying to get another first down and put some more insurance on the board, currently leading by 5, 20-15, 7:34 to go here in the fourth. Wilson, the quarterback in the gun. McLaren is back to his left. The handoff is to McLaren. Again, McLaren finding daylight across the 30, still on his feet. Oh, man, across the 20-yard line. Jalen McLaren finding the guns. It's another Mocha attorney-at-law first down.
What a run by McLaren. He just runs that ball downhill at full steam, and it takes multiple Bears to bring him down. Another big first down by the Hornets.
Boy, McLaren, give that line credit, creating holes all over the place for him, and he's able to just find that light and a little bit of light there to continue to move forward. And also, Brian, Justin Butcher giving him some block there at the end to extend it. So I said across the 20. They actually are going to mark him down at the 21. It's another Mocha attorney-at-law first down. 6:50 to go here. Hornets leading 20-15 from the 21. Handoff this time, Butcher. Butcher pushing his way forward on the left hash mark and finally brought down at the 15-yard line. A nice 6-yard run brings up second down and 4, and now inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
Boy, Butcher and McLaren remind me of my old running back, Donnell Bearfield. You hand him the football, and he is going to hit you and light you up and still pick up yards.
Was Bearfield a Bearcat?
He was a Hornet, man.
The Hornet, all right. Here we go, Brian, 20-15. Hornets with the ball in the lead, 6:11 to go. On the 15-yard line of Montgomery, it's a handoff to McLaren, and McLaren close to the 10-yard line. Did he get enough for the first down? Stopped at the 11.
Yep, looks like they're going to be a 3rd and 1 here, Rob. Oh, they gave it to him.
It is a first down.
Yeah.
And the Hornets can get another first down at the 1-yard line. So that's a Mocha attorney-at-law first down as Matt Long heads back into the ball game. Cam Cole will head over to the sidelines alongside Justin Butcher. So Long and Woodbury back in there.
This is important. The Hornets have to finish this drive with a touchdown.
Hugh Riles in the eye alongside McLaren. Wilson under center. The handoff to McLaren. McLaren lowers his shoulder on the left hash mark. Guts this one up to around the 6-yard line.
Give credit to that big O-line, Rob. I mean, those young men have had a heck of a game tonight, opening up these holes for these talented running backs. Good job on their part.
It's a 4-yard gain, brings up second down and 6. The Hornets have it, Brian, I believe, on the 6-yard line. Kind of hard to see from this angle. Again, the same formation. Wilson in the gun. Handoff McLaren. McLaren lowering shoulder. He's immediately stopped this time at the 5.
Jalen McLaren, number 9, on the carry. Brought down by 52, Zach Cooper.
Well, here you go. You don't have to get into the end zone. You just got to get down to the 1, get a new set of downs. This is important. This is a 3rd down conversion attempt. They've got to convert here.
Brian, I believe they're on the 6-yard line, so they've got to get 5 here. 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets, looking over the coaching staff, running a lot of clock here as they should be. With 4:23 remaining in the game here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter, 20-15 your score, Huntsville in the lead. Wilson trying to convert and get a first down. He's under center. And this time looking to pass, rolls to the right. Wilson looking, tries to go back inside, and Wilson stopped at the 5, maybe back at the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there for Wilson on the carry.
Well, now you got a huge decision in front of you. Do you kick an extra point and go up by 8, or do you go for it?
I think here, with the way this defense has been able to play, and Avalar has been dynamite tonight.
Well,
we'll see.
A.J. Wilson's still out there. Coach Southern's not shy about going for it on 4th down. This is huge. This is a big call here.
And they're still thinking about it here. Wilson looks like at the moment he's going to stay in there. Avalar is not out there. So the Hornets here on 4th down and 6 appear that they're going to go for it. They've got to get down to the 1-yard line to get the first down. And now a whistle here and a timeout called. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll have the play when we come back. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em Hornets!
All right, friends, welcome back. Big decision coming up here in just a few moments as we break out of the timeout. 3:24 remaining here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abby Realty fourth quarter. I'm Rob Hipp. We're live tonight here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth outside on the visitor side. Big thank you to First Financial Bank as well. They are our season presenting sponsor this year. And, Brian, they will break out of the huddle, and Avalar will go for the field goal here. So, Avalar, a 23-yard field goal attempt coming up, trying to put this game ahead by 8. Big field goal here for your Hornets. We'll call it 23 yards. It's up on its way, and it is good. And the Hornets hold on to an 8-point advantage. We'll step aside and take another 30-second break. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
All right, friends, welcome back. 3:20 to go. Moments ago, it was a 23-yard field goal by Christian Avalar to give the Hornets an 8-point advantage, 23-15, a drive that started out on their own 41-yard line. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. And here's the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff as Avalar will boot this one from his own 40 from left to right, 2 back to receive for Montgomery. Welcome back to the broadcast, friends. Boy, an exciting Friday Night Light action here tonight in Montgomery, Texas. Avalar looks over to the right toe to leather end. Oh, this is a short kick, Brian. Can Huntsville fall on it? No, it's fielded by Montgomery, and they get it up to around the Huntsville 48-yard line. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure the reasoning behind that short kick like that. That just gives Montgomery a less of a field to work with. And there's still plenty of time left on the clock. 3:19 left in the ball game. And this is a talented Montgomery team. They got a heck of a quarterback, running back, and they got a good receiver. That could be trouble.
They'll start this one from their own 49-yard line. The Bears of Montgomery trailing. Both of these teams undefeated and 10-5 AD2. Huntsville undefeated on the season at 7-0. Montgomery has 2 losses, but those are in non-conference play. From their own 49. Late handoff goes to the running back on the right side. Trying to find room, cuts it up forward into Huntsville Hornet territory, across the 45, maybe down to the 44-yard line. It was Jalen Washington. He gets out of bounds. That stops the clock, Brian.
Yeah, that was a speedster Washington, and I'm not so sure that one of the Montgomery Bears didn't false start, but there was no flag, and that's a big run there by Washington.
It's up to the 44-yard line of Huntsville. That'll bring up second down and 3 yards, 2nd and 3. Wolfing in the gun, low snap, looking over to the left side, finds his man, it's Harden, and Harden across the 35. He's got the first down, still on his feet down near the 30.
Well, Montgomery's moving the football. They're in Hornet territory. This defense, this great defense for the Hornets, need to step up.
3 minutes away, 2:55 now on the clock and ticking here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abby Realty fourth quarter. 23-15. Hornets hanging on. Montgomery, though, has the ball, and they're moving. Bolfing, another snap here, handoff. This time, nowhere to go. The Stingham defense saying, get back, baby, down to the 31-yard line.
Well, that was a nice stop there by the Hornet defense. Stood him up at the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to give him any yards whatsoever.
Well, almost 700 people on this broadcast. Welcome in. On a second down and a long 9. Pass over right side. It's incomplete.
Wow.
Oh, what a strike
Wow.
and great defense on the play by Ethan Miner.
Boy, that ball was thrown a little behind the receiver, but Ethan Miner had good position. Good break there by the Hornet defense.
Very critical third down. It's actually 3rd and 10, Brian, for Montgomery. The ball resting on the Hornet 31 on the left hash mark.
This is big.
Harden,
Big.
the receiver, watch him. He has been dynamite tonight for the Bears. Triplets to the right. Bolfing in the gun, standing on his own 35. Puts a man in motion from right to left. Trying to get in size up on that right side. Bolfing stepping back. Good protection. Heaves one over. It's caught by Harden, just as we said, across the 15. And that's another first down inside the red zone.
Well, that's, man, what a great pass and catch there by Montgomery. Huge first down.
Ortega getting in on the tackle there for the Hornets. Brian, we're under 2 minutes, 1:55 to go. We'll see. This Hornet defense excels down on their side of the field as it's first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Handoff to the back. The ball carrier here slammed down at the 10-yard line. It was Jalen Washington on the carry.
Well, as you said, that clock is still running. You got 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the ball game. Montgomery is on the march.
Second down and 5 after a 5-yard carry. Bolfing, the quarterback, will stand in the gun. He has Washington his back to his right. One receiver to the right, 2 down to the left. Harden is one of them. Keep an eye on him. Hard count twice. Claps for it. Handoff delayed. No, it's going to be a pass. A hold. No flag back there in the backfield as the Huntsville Hornets were held. No flag. That is unbelievable. It's an incomplete pass, but Brian, I can't believe it. There was no flag on that hold.
That was a big hold. I mean, you can see it from way up here. But great play there by Q Riles.
Coach Southern down there knows it. There it goes.
There it is. Wow.
All right.
You talking about your late flag coming out.
My goodness. You can see it right there as Bobino was held. We got it on the replay, and he was throwing his arms up. That is a huge, huge play. And a mistake by Montgomery. This will move it all the way back to the 21-yard line. 23-15 your score, 109 remaining here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter, trying to bring home the win tonight. Bolfing the quarterback here for Montgomery in the gun, standing on his own on the Hornet 26. He claps twice again, stepping back. Protection breaking down, a hand in his face. Oh, it's intercepted by the Hornets. Oh, Bubba, what a play by Q Riles and company. Bobino was there. The flags are flying. But Bobino calls that one to happen. Oh, Bubba, what a play.
Big Ed Bobino. We talk about him all year long. You can't stop that young man. What a huge play. My goodness, flags flying everywhere. Q Riles on the interception.
We got to go back and look at this one on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. It's going to be against Montgomery. Turnover, interception, and the Hornets can knee this one down to a victory. Oh, what a big play late in this ball game.
What a ball game. Boy, the fans over here for Huntsville are going nuts.
We'll try to get it on some of the fans here as everybody up clapping here tonight. And we'll keep it right here, Brian.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What a ball game. Man alive. What a play there by the defense. Oh, my goodness.
We'll go back and take a look at it one more time as the Hornets should be able to knee this one down. They're going to maybe just run one quick one here. A little handoff to Jalen McLean. Why not? McLean spinning around, and he'll go down. There was that interception again moments ago. Hornet fans on their feet here tonight in Montgomery, Texas. A fun one to call up here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, Brian, outdoors. I love the – if I could sit with our fans every game, I would. Can we get a press box right in the middle of our fans with open windows?
I mean, this is electric right here. What a ball game. It has had everything you want. Offense, defense, special teams. My goodness, what a ball game.
Let's step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. That's why we are so pleased to announce our newest service, Loan by Phone. If stopping by one of our offices won't fit into your busy schedule, you can still apply for a loan by giving us a call when it's most convenient for you. The application process is quick and easy, and upon approval, we can even send you the documents to sign electronically. The money can then be deposited in your account within 10 minutes. Call CSCU today. Member NCUA, all loans subject to credit approval. Membership eligibility required.
Now back in action here. Uh-oh. The Hornets may have fumbled this one, Brian.
Boy, they did.
Oh, my goodness,
Wow.
no.
32 seconds left in the ball game, and the Hornets fumble the football on their side of the field.
It is never over till it's over, Brian.
Boy, that's right.
And the Hornets fumble. I thought they could just knee this one down. I only thought that, boy, that's my fault on that. I didn't want to mislead our listeners, as I thought that the Hornets could just knee this one down a couple of times. There were still a couple of timeouts, but a lot of time on the clock.
Well, 32 seconds left in this ball game. Montgomery has it on the Hornet 35-yard line.
Well, this one's not over yet, friends. That's a rookie mistake on my end, a rare one at that, calling it that way. 10th possession here for Montgomery. They've got an opportunity here, 32 seconds remaining from the Hornet 36. Bolfing looking back over center. Hornet is lit up, but he still catches it.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. How did he hang on to that football?
Oh, Johnson goes down hard.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Johnson
Boy.
went down pretty hard on that play.
Boy, that was Tank that lit him up, and they're both down.
Oh, man.
Wow, what a hit.
We'll go back and look at it. We're going to keep it right here, Brian, and my goodness, Tank just brought the whole army with him on that hit.
Unreal.
Oh, my goodness. And that's a legitimate hit, just a tough one there. And you got to give Johnson credit for, being able to hold on to that. We're actually going to step aside. We'll step aside here for a minute. We'll step back here for a minute. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Welcome back, friends, here in Montgomery, Texas. We're still at injury timeout. Tank was able to walk back over, just probably got the wind knocked out of his own self after that hit moments ago. But, Brian, 23-15, your score, 24 seconds remaining here in the fourth. And, Brian, I'll be honest, I thought that this one was over. I never call a game like that, Brian, and it was my mistake. I thought that they had only had one timeout remaining. That wasn't the case. And after a fumble by the Hornets, Montgomery still in this one here with 24 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one thing that these young men need to understand is you've got to secure that football no matter what. When you're running through that crowd and you're getting hit from all directions, you got to have both hands on it because that ball will come out. And it did, and it gave Montgomery the ball on the Hornet 35. And, man, let me tell you, that play, that was one of the biggest hits I've seen in a long time, Rob.
Yeah, we'll go back here, and for those of you on audio, you can't see it, but we'll go back here on video and describe this one. Huntsville, as we said, this game, they almost had it here and turned it over late. And a big hit there by Tank Williams. And, boy, it just doesn't get any harder than that on those type of hits. Brian, we're actually going to step aside. We're still at injury time out here. Tank was able to walk off, but we'll be back here in about 30 seconds. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Whether you're heading to the deer lease or hitting the road for a holiday trip, Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville has the vehicle for you. From the complete line of Ford F-150, 250, and 350 Super Duty trucks to fuel-efficient Ford sedans and SUVs, you'll find the best selection at Bill Fick Ford. And at Bill Fick Ford, there's no bull, just good deals. The Ficks would also like to thank everyone for your friendship and your business. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville, or online at BillFickFord.com. Nationwide delivery is free.
Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em Hornets!
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
All right, friends, welcome back after that injury timeout for Montgomery. Luckily, the young man there just got a lot of wind knocked out of him, Brian, as Tristan Johnson was able to walk back off under his own power here. But, Brian, a big-time hit there by Tank. We're going to go right back into this ball game. For those of you joining us, we thought Huntsville had this one, but there was a timeout issue. We thought that there was only one timeout for Montgomery left. That was not the case. They were able to stop it here after a Huntsville turnover. The Huntsville Hornet fans, you can hear them loud here on our side shouting defense. It is first down and a long 10 here for Montgomery with only 21 seconds remaining, trailing 23-15 from around their own 20. Bolfing airs this one out over left side. Harden's pushed. Is there going to be a flag? No flag, Brian.
No flag.
Wow. He was wanting a flag and didn't get it, and I gotta say on that one, there should have been one.
Wow, that was just great defense there by the Hornets, and there everybody on the other side was looking for the flag, did not get it. You got 14 seconds left in the ball game.
Brian, I even think some of the Hornet fans were saying flag because they knew they were like, oh, you saw the exasperation out of them. So here we go, second down and 10 now. Montgomery from their own 19. Bolfing, the quarterback, puts a man in motion. It's Harden from right to left. Bolfing pump fakes once, over center, this one up, and it is almost intercepted. It's incomplete. Oh, man, it was almost an interception by Waylon Zapoli. Incomplete. Third down coming up.
Wow, that went right in Sapoli's hands. That could have iced the game, but we are down to 8 seconds left. And Montgomery's going to be throwing into the end zone on this play. Defense for the Hornets need to step up.
We're going to keep it right here. As Brian said, 8 seconds left. Just a bull ride away for these Hornets. The defense trying to hold them here. Third down and 10. The Hornets 23, Montgomery 15 here in this Friday night matchup. Thanks for joining us on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Brian, a lot of folks helping to make this season possible.
No question about it. And, again, we want to thank Brandy McLaren and the Quarterback Club and everything they do to help us out, along with all of our sponsors, Hit Solutions, We Bring You Home, City of Huntsville, Huntsville First, Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, Huntsville Real Estate Expert, Fat Boys Pizza, hand-tossed dough made fresh daily, pizza, wings, and more. And here we go. This is 8 seconds left in the ball game, Rob. It comes down to this play right here.
The Hornets a bull ride away, but there's still time on the clock here for Montgomery. 23-15 your score. Defense being chanted. It is loud here tonight.
Boy, the fans are on their feet.
Bolfing in the gun from his own 19 on third down and 10. He'll clap twice. Looking to, a hold on the back. A hold on the back. No flag. Pass over left side, and it's incomplete. Another hold on the defense, Brian.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
That was a blatant hold, but no flag. Incomplete pass. They've got 2 seconds left in this ball game. Man, that was a big hold, and there was no flags. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Another timeout called here. Boy, how many timeouts does Montgomery have?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they keep adding one.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. We thought that it was in the bag and didn't realize. I thought there was only one left. It feels like they've taken 4 or 5 here in this final 2 minutes. We're going to keep it right here. 2 seconds remaining. Huntsville 23, Montgomery 15. It's down to this. 4th down and 9 coming up here for Montgomery. If you're just joining us, boy, what a game it has been here tonight as Huntsville seemingly had this one. And about 30 or so seconds to go, they fumbled it. It goes back into the hands of Montgomery. And the Hornets have to get one more stop here tonight on the road in Montgomery, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Thanks for joining us. The Huntsville kids firing up the fans here in front of us.
Well, this comes down to this Hornet defense. We talk about them all year long. They are one of the best in the state of Texas. The ball is on the 19-yard line. 4th down, 2 seconds left in the game.
Bolfing in the gun. It comes down to this. With 2 seconds remaining, his team trailing by 8 from the 19, and now a timeout. And this one's going to be by the Hornets. I was about to say Montgomery does not have any more. I mean, unless you can get 10 timeouts in a game, I mean, you don't have any more here.
I don't know. We've seen lots of the holding tonight and no flags, so you never know.
We're going to keep it again right here. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. This has been a fun one here tonight to call. Brian, at one point we had over 700 watching tonight on YouTube. Appreciate everybody that's joining us and all of those back at home in Hornet Nation.
Well, this has by far been the wildest game of the year, and both teams have played their hearts out. I mean, it's just been so much fun to call this game with you, Rob. These kids have given it everything they got, and again, man, it comes down to one play. And that's why this great game is so great, man. It is the best game going, and it's all going to come down to this.
Shout out to Jared Ortega, Steenham Hornets, Love Nana and Papa from Longview, Texas. Thanks for joining us. A lot of text messages coming in. In fact, so many text messages coming in tonight, my phone is frozen. The phone has froze up, so I may not get to any more of these, Brian.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. 2 seconds remaining for Montgomery. Trailing by 8, Bolfing in the gun. A little bit of that motion again from left to right with 3 of them. Hornets got to hold them here. It's up to the defense. Handoff, little end-around action. Back over to Bolfing. Bolfing avoids a sack. A Bolfing goes down on a heartfelt forward sack. That'll do it. The Hornets victorious. A sack there by Quaterian Riles. Oh, baby, what a sack.
Q Riles. Man alive, they tried a little trickery to buy him some time. Q Riles read it like a book, drops him. Game over.
The game ending fittingly on a heart-filled Flores sack tonight. 23-15, your final. We'll step aside and take a break. We've got an exciting post-game show coming up, presented by our friends at AB Self-Storage Facilities. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer or make the short 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
If you're a credit union member, did you also know it means you're one of the owners? I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and I'm an owner too. Membership in our credit union provides you all the things you want and expect from a financial institution. But there are 2 things I hear from our members that they appreciate most. Our low rates on loans, of course, but also the personal friendly service we provide. Come see us today at Walker County Federal Credit Union on Normal Park Drive. Member NCUA.
Hi folks, this is Mattress Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, you've been looking for sofas and love seats. Furniture in the stores today are hard to find. We're waiting on furniture, but listen, we've got trucks in and the stuff on my floor, it's in, ready for immediate delivery. You come in, you see it, you buy it, you get it to your house. It's that simple. We're getting inventory in the store. We've gotten several trucks in. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shop@adams.com.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM. It's the Hornets postgame show brought to you by 80 Squared Self-Storage. Let's head back to the stadium with Rob and Brian for the wrap-up of tonight's game on 101.7 KSAM.
All right, friends, welcome back to Montgomery Independent School District Stadium. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Brian, a heck of a game here tonight that we just witnessed. Hats go off to Montgomery, but tonight it was the Huntsville Hornets on the fringe of the defense again, coming up huge and securing the victory. You know, things got a little testy there with the last 30 seconds or so, the offensive fumble, but the Hornets able to hold on.
Man, what a game. That's all I can say. I mean, it had everything you want in a football game. I mean, offense, defense, special teams. Again, this defense, we've talked about them all year long, Rob, and how just unbelievable they are. And, again, they showed it tonight. I mean, that hit Tank put on that young man at Montgomery was unbelievable. And this game wasn't over until the last play, and that's what you want to see in football.
You know, it's been a fun one here tonight. Josh Criswell is down there on the sidelines, and we'll have him with interviews. And when he has those interviews, we'll try to get him to turn around and face us so we can get it on camera from up in here. But, Josh, what a game tonight by these Hornets, man.
Yeah, just an incredible game by the Hornets, and came down to the last minute. A little bit more interesting than I'm sure they would have liked, but hang on for that district title and, more importantly, that number 1 seed in the playoffs.
Well, Josh is gathering up the interviews down there. Again, your Huntsville Hornets District 10 5A champions here tonight. And, again, thank you to all the Montgomery fans who came in and would watch this broadcast tonight. You know, like I was saying at one point, we had almost 700 people on the video. A lot of folks back at home, of course, on 101.7 KSAM. And, Brian, the season continues here for Huntsville. They remain undefeated. They go 5-0 in district place, 8-0 overall. And then we'll finish out the season at Madisonville. And at Madisonville, playing Lamar Fulshire. It's technically a home game, and so that's where it is. We've got Joshua Criswell down there on the sideline. Josh, down to you with Coach.
Coach, I'm sure a little bit more interesting than you would have liked, but hung on to get your 3rd district championship in 4 years. What was your message to the team down the stretch there? 2 seconds on the clock, up by 8 with 1 play from the 20-yard line to win it.
Well, get him on the ground. That's the main thing. We shouldn't have been in that situation, but there were some mistakes tonight that we can teach off of and hopefully will grow from. And we needed a challenge. Sometimes winning those games like we've done for some of the district is sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. So, and knowing we got a game left before, to be able to secure everything now, we can kind of take a deep breath and then focus on the last one and then see what happens after that.
And biggest tonight as far as areas you want to work for moving forward the next week in the playoffs?
Well, probably one of the big things tonight is, I think we were a little nervous. They were more quiet than they have been, which sometimes I'd rather have to get on to them for being loud than them being real, real quiet. And sometimes I think probably hearing a little bit of pressure and district championship and undefeated and all that kind of stuff might have played a little factor in it. But, as gritty as we were tonight, we made plays in the kicking game. We had obviously an opportunity to score a touchdown in the kicking game. So, there's a lot to learn from in this, but at the same time, we're district champion too. So, and we're the number 1 seed. So we know what our route is going to look like now, and we got a week left to get those things fixed.
A couple of really big plays for senior defensive end Quatarian Riles down the stretch. Had the interception to seal it the first time, then had the sack to seal it the second time. Just talk a little bit about what Q means to this team and, what kind of element he adds to that defense.
Well, he's just so competitive. obviously he's strong and he's got tons of experience. Big games don't bother him a whole lot. But, Q's, he's one of those guys that just smiles all the time. He's just happy. He's just a good guy to be around, but he's a hell of a football player too.
Coach, well, congrats on another championship. We'll send it back up to you, Rob.
Well, that was Josh Criswell down there tonight, and appreciate him for being down there tonight. Great interviews, and just really enjoyed hearing from him and hearing from everyone tonight. And I don't believe we're going to have any player interviews tonight just because of the logistics with our setup, but great to hear from Coach. Brian, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break this one down. Stay with us, friends. This is the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Your Hornets victorious tonight, and the new District 10 5A champs 23-15. We'll be right back.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends. As I blow out your ears there coming back from this one, Brian. Brian, what a game tonight as Huntsville taking care of business, 23-15, your final here. Brian, we do have to take one more break, but just briefly, your thoughts. This was a heck of a game tonight, and season continues. This, I have to imagine, one of the best seasons that Huntsville's had, and definitely in a very long time, but maybe one of the best we've seen ever.
It was a great ball game. The Hornets came to Montgomery, and they did what they had to do, and they had to win the ball game. And by winning the ball game, they also became district champs, and they also have their destiny in front of them, and they can control that. I mean, the game had everything you want. Just a great victory by the Hornets.
Well, great one here tonight. We'll break one more time. When we come back, we'll go over the scoring drive recaps and close this one out. Stay with us, friends, as Hornet Postgame continues, brought to you by our friends at AB Squared Self-Storage. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornets.
All right, friends, welcome back as we close this one out here. Rob Hip alongside Brian Adams, the former Sam Houston State Bearcat quarterback here tonight. Brian, been a fun one. We've been up here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. The rain's starting to come down now here. Luckily, we've got a little bit of cover over us, but we are going to sign this one down before too long. Brian, we'll quickly go over some of these scoring drive recaps here shortly, but just again, I asked you before the break, but Huntsville looking good right now. They're taking care of business. District 10 5A champions, a special night for these young men.
Well, they came and did what they had to do, and the deal was you had to come and win the ball game, and they did. And as you could hear Coach Southern, in the post-game interview, this wasn't an easy win. And this is probably a good thing for the Hornets because once the playoffs start, there's no easy wins. And some of the games they've had this year have been blowouts. So to come in, to an opponent's field and with weather conditions not completely ideal and to play a tough ball game and to come out on top, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, we didn't even have a chance to go over other scores from around the district tonight just because things happen so fast here. But, technically we would already be in week 3 of the playoffs. But because of COVID, things got pushed back. We do have some of those scores here now. as things are final. Boy, A&M Consolidated defeating Rudder tonight in overtime, 24-21.
Wow.
So maybe a little bit of an upset there. And Full Share over Lamar Consolidated, 29-28. That's a final. And then, of course, the matchup here, 23-15, your final, as the Hornets take it by 8. Each team touching the ball 10 times tonight, and the Huntsville Hornets taking care of business as they scored early on that 22-yard field goal by Christian Avalar. You know, right out of the gates, it was a 3-and-out, and then started to find a little bit of life there. Christian Avalar, the 22-yard field goal. We were tied at 3 apiece at that point. Following, though, Montgomery, a 40-yard touchdown pass. The extra point, though, bumbled around. That made things interesting because they weren't able to complete the extra point, and at that point, 9-3 was your score. The next score came in the second quarter on the 4th possession. The Huntsville Hornets went up for good at that point, 10-9, a 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen McLean. He had a couple more taking care of business in this ball game. And then on the 5th possession, once again, it was Jalen McLean again. Hornets leading 17-9. Hornets scored again in the third quarter with 5:55 to go, leading 20-9, a 42-yard field goal by Christian Avalar. Brian, it's been happening on all sides of the field. We're talking about offense, defense, and special teams. It takes all three of them to work, and it's working well right now for the Hornets.
No question about it. And Avalar, man, he's got a heck of a leg, and he showed it tonight. And you know, there were some plays, but go back to the missed extra point. That threw Montgomery off the rest of the night, in my opinion, because they had to go for it for 2. They weren't successful at it. It put them deeper in the hole. They were down by 5, and it just kind of threw their game plan off. And with this stingy Hornet defense, and as good as they are, arguably the best at any level in the state of Texas, did what they usually do, and they stuff opponents, and they did it again tonight.
Well, the 4th ranked in the state, Huntsville Hornets taking care of business tonight, doing what they had to do to secure the victory in this one. And, Brian, you know, we're looking forward. We'll be back on, of course, next week. But 23-15 is your final score. Want to thank Brandy McLaren and her family for helping us set out, and the Hornet Quarterback Club for providing the tent. That's why we got to get going. They got to get their tent out of here. We don't keep them waiting in the rain. But, Brian, looking forward to next week, my friend.
Absolutely. The last game of the year against Fulshire, and it's going to be up in Madisonville. It's going to be a good ball game. It's a game the Hornets need to win. Of course, they've already secured district champs, and their destiny is in their hands, but you always want to finish out the season, undefeated with the win. I want to say this. I want to thank all the fans that came out tonight. All right, the weather, the inclement weather and everything else, please be safe driving home. We're glad you came out. What an amazing ball game tonight.
23-15 your final score. Want to thank everybody for Brian Adams and Nathan Hyde helping us as our engineer tonight. As always, Mr. Melton Green doing a wonderful job. Steve Ricks back at KSAM. I'm Rob Hipp. Again, your final tonight. Huntsville, the District 10 5A champions this year. One more game to go before playoffs. Huntsville winning tonight 23-15. We'll be back on the air next week, back in Madisonville for the final technical home game of the season before we head into the playoffs. As always, Brian, appreciate you, and reminding everyone tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Huntsville tonight from Montgomery, Texas. We'll see you next time, friends.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled